Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Good to see you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry we had to reschedule for today because for some odd reason, every time it rained out here in our neighborhood, we would all lose or have intermittent internet issues. So I finally said bye-bye to Bright House or Spectrum and went to AT&T, and they put a new hub in, and so far so good. Everything's great. So got a little reaction from our last show. Seems like we've rattled some feathers. Got some comments. Had some pretty comedic times watching these shows and watching their body language and how they just don't care. Yeah, they don't care. But it seems like they're bringing it up every time they have a show. Old Harshy boy, he just doesn't give an F. Gives the double finger, does all that stuff. I think you care, Harshy boy. You know, I'm just a little guy. I've got almost 1,000 subs to your 30, 40,000, whatever you have. Somebody made that point. Oh, why would he care? You're a peon, basically. Hey, wait about this time next year. Let's see where old Crime Analysis and the team is up against you guys and gals. You losers. That's what you are. You're losers. You will always be losers because you can't come up with content. So you got to make crap up. That's what you do. You got to stay relevant because you're not qualified to opine on anything surrounding these cases. You're so desperate that you think that getting criminals on your show, 38-time convicted felons that admit it, to come on your show and give you credibility. I'm dying inside, everyone. It's just so funny. But you know what? We're fighting the good fight. You know, some people are saying, hey, John, this is great, but we really want to see, you use your expertise and talk about the cases, yada, yada, yada. Well, think about that for a minute, everyone. So what am I doing here? When these so-called fake creators say something, I'm taking what they say and I'm dissecting it. And I'm putting my theories on what they're saying. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm debunking them. This is all about debunking their craziness. And I do it with a little comedy here and there. There's my wig. That thing was a big hit. Everybody loved it. I'm not going to wear it tonight. I know some of you are disappointed, but damn, this thing itches. I mean, it was driving me crazy. It felt like I had needles sticking me. I don't know how people wear these things. But anyway, that's where we are. We're in a good place. We're fighting a good fight. And, I've been watching old DAGO here lately. Not because I want to, trust me. Because it's kind of what I have to do. Just like I got to watch some of Harsh. My team watches them when I'm, doing my thing during the day. And they're hitting me back throughout the day. Oh, my God, look at this clip. Look at that clip. Look what they said. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can believe it. Nothing surprises me. And I'm sure nothing surprises you. Because it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Some of the content that is allowed. It's sickening. But you know what? We started off with these medium-sized fish, but I was already working on some of the big fish. Putting together a case, sending stuff into YouTube. Bye-bye, Armchair Detective. Another one that's about to go bye-bye here pretty soon, too. You never know what a tenacious SOB can be. Pain in the ass. When I believe in something and I feel like someone is wronging other people, hurting people, I don't know what it is. It just lights a fire. Just like old T-Rev. Hey, T-Rev, I see you came back today. Glad you came back because I got something for you, buddy. I got something for you. I got something for Hollis. Got something for you. Stand by, everyone. It won't be tonight. But old T-Rev, got something for you. Yeah, I don't like liars, people. Don't like liars. So call it what you want. Going after them, call it retribution, call it what you want. Bitterness. You damn right I'm bitter. Damn right I'm bitter. And you all should be bitter at what's being done. But old T-Rev, stay tuned, buddy. Oh, sorry to hear about your grandmother, and I'm sincere about that. But took an awful lot of time off. That's not the real reason. But he wants y'all to believe that. So he's stroking the sympathy strings. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. All day today. Snapshot, 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 snapshot. The old state of New Jersey's loving it. $50,000. Hey, if y'all don't know about old T-Rev has been dodging his teenage kids and his still wife for a long time. Owes nearly, it's getting real close now, $50,000 in back child support. His wonderful kids are 13, 14 years old. They got on the show with their mother. This guy has the audacity to disappear for a while. Now he's coming back in. He came back when jumped on another creator's coattails and rode him like the whoosh, oh yeah, getting all kinds of money. Came back for the escape convict thing. Rode that wave. Then poof, disappeared again. Now makes an appearance today. You're a tool, T-Rev. I got something for you guys. I got something for all of you surrounding him. You're going to love it. So let's get on to Mr. Harsh. So old Harshy got lucky the other night. We had the internet issues. So about halfway through, we had to stop the show. We're going to finish on old Harshy tonight. We're going to move on to a couple other things. And we're going to open up the lines, hopefully, and let some people call in. I want you all to please voice your opinions. I'm going to ask you to not get on and curse and do all that stuff just out of respect for me and the show. We try not to curse too much here. It's going to happen. I'll curse a little bit, but I won't be like some of these other shows and drop the F-bomb like crazy. I don't like the word. You might hear me say frig or something like that, but I'll try to avoid cursing at all costs. So if you can respect me, the show, the mods, and all the other, subscribers and listeners, and try not to curse if you do call in, that would be great. If you do have a slip up, that's okay too, but I might correct you. But we're gonna hop on old Mr. Harsh, who seems like he's doubled down on some stuff. This is a guy that patronizes people. That's what he does, in my opinion. I mean, I think I'm pretty good at reading people. But he tells you how wonderful and beautiful you are and what a lovely day it is every day. I mean, I could be a hurricane out here. I don't know. I mean, it's still, everything's a lovely day. He's this upbeat guy. Are you that stupid? Do you not know what he's doing every single day? Does these little 10, 15-minute excerpts. He does 3-4 times a day. Needs to get some new material, says the same thing over and over and over again. I want to tell you because I'm allowed to tell you. You're beautiful. I guess it's okay. I mean, I don't need that kind of motivation, and neither should you. Why do you care what old Harsh has to say about what kind of day you're going to have? Do you need that? I don't know. Some people need some uplifting. I don't. I roll out of bed every day, do my thing. I try to stay in the middle. Try not to have a great day. Try not to have a bad day. I just try to keep everything right here. And I try to do that every day. It's hard sometimes. But I certainly don't need somebody like Harsh telling me what a beautiful day it is and that I'm beautiful. But I certainly don't need somebody like Harsh telling me what. My phone just did something crazy. I don't know why. So we're going to start on old Harsh again, and we'll wrap up with Harsh, and then we'll get on to another creator. And I think you guys will enjoy it. But I want to put this out there real quick. We're going to do what I intended on doing. Once we get all settled in, and we put the fear out there that if you're a creator and you get irresponsible and you spew nonsense, there's a team of people that are going to attempt to hold you accountable. I'll always be here. We'll always be looking, always be listening, waiting to pounce. Because you make me sick. You see, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I'm a father. I'm a parent. of 5 kids. And if one of those children happened to have been one of my children, I'll tell you what, like I said, I'm 55 years old. You would know who I was real quick. That's what drives me to do this, people, because I can't even fathom. If you think those parents don't listen to this stuff, people aren't in their inner circle telling them what's being said, you're wrong. They probably try to avoid it, but they can't avoid it. But one thing makes me feel good, and that I know for sure is going to happen, is when this is all over, litigiously, several creators are going to be in a lot of trouble because cases are being built. And I'm helping. My team's helping. So you might ride that wave of success and suck this money from all these people that you have in your chat, all your subs for your lies. But in the end, you're going to lose it all. And prior to that, you may just lose your right to be on YouTube. Yeah. Sometimes it's who you know, your tact, how tenacious you can be, the way you articulate things, exposure of people. Important. So you can look forward to saying bye-bye to some of these other creators. Because you know what? YouTube, they're not owned by the government. They can click a button and not tell you anything. You're just gone. I love it. Loved it when I saw these last 2 go bye-bye. Did me and the team have anything to do with it? I plead the 5th. Just don't know, do we? We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun doing it. I hope I make you all laugh. Now, some of you might get on, oh, you know, he's so mean. Why has he got to make fun of people? Make fun of me. I don't care. If you think and looking at old Harsh that he doesn't look like Chet from Weird Science when he gets turned into a piece of poop on the stairwell, or Shrek. I mean, come on. Everybody looks like somebody. He looks a lot like either one of them. Old DAGO, I mean, doesn't have a neck. I mean, he could be an Oompa Loompa. I don't know. You know, but I cleared it up. Like I said before, I told him at the end of the show, you got a neck, Dago. Your head is sitting on it. So you obviously have a neck. I mean, I don't see what the problem is, people. So let's get on to Mr. Harsh again. We're going to listen to some more of his garbage. And we're going to have a little fun with it. Hold on a second.
anyone.
It's not there, right in the middle. All right, right here, right here. All right. Sorry, guys. We had this all paused earlier, and then I went and took a nap, so it reset itself. All right.
Is it someone whose feelings are being buried and acting and reacting in certain ways to appease a system with which they seem to be heavily connected with? That's it. And the realization that there could be later on down the line, there could be effects from that. When we as social media content creators, does there become a point where...
Oh, this is good. This guy actually says this. This is good. Listen up.
We overstep the mark? Do we cross a line? And the reality is that in a way, we do sometimes cross the line. We do talk about things that we know are going to split the room, they're going to upset people. But the flip side of that coin is it's not that we are wrong because it's wrong. I think it can sometimes be argued that we're wrong because some people are just not ready to understand that the things that are spoken about exist.
He really just said that. He really did. Can you believe this guy's got thousands of subscribers that will sit and listen to this guy spew this absolute garbage every day? It's like his mouth starts just running and crap just falls out of it. And I mean, it's hard to follow him sometimes. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I mean, I'm not suggesting you go watch his show because you'll probably get really angry at some of the things he says, because he's not even American, for one. He's knocking on our country, always knocking on our justice system, makes comments like, thank God I'm not an American, stuff like that. Yeah, you probably wouldn't last long here, pal. Get an old haymaker with your mouth. He's nothing but a punk. Truly is. Sits behind that keyboard. He's a keyboard tough guy. That's all he is. I'm going to speculate. It's just my opinion. I don't think he works. I think he lives off of his wife, who, by the way, is, from what I understand, she's like, I got to get confirmation. Not sure. She's like the Royal Military Police or something. I don't know what that is over there. I hope that's not true, because that's flat out embarrassing. I mean, that's embarrassing. If his wife has got anything to do with military police or any kind of police, that, my friends, is flat out embarrassing. There's some people in chat that are from over there that have said that. Again, I don't care about the guy enough yet to do that kind of delving into his personal life, because I really don't care about people in their personal lives unless they're victimizing people like old T-Rev did to his family. Righting wrongs. But this guy, he's a tool. He's an opportunist. That's what he is. This is what he does for a living. This is his life, this show. This isn't my life. I like y'all. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you I love you like these creators do. I love you. I love every one of you. Yeah. Now, if you start popping me $50, $75, $100 a pop every time I get on the show for saying your name, I'm going to love the hell out of you. Hell yeah, I'll love you. Let's get to know each other. That's what he's all about. No integrity, not an ounce of integrity in that man right there. Not an ounce. So I'm going to hit play again here. Let's hear what old Harshy Boy has to say next. Come on, Shrek. Spew it. It's very good. It's called manipulation. That's what he does. He's a great manipulator. I mean, look at that face. Look at that guy. Look at those eyes. Look right through you. I mean, he is focused. Look at me. Everyone, listen to what I say. Pathetic. He wears the same damn hat, same sweatshirt every day, too. I bet he could probably take that sweatshirt off and throw it in the corner. I bet it'll stand up on its own. Every show. Look at it if you don't believe me. He might change it every now and then, but watch. It's the next show, it'll be changed. Oh, so predictable. Here we go.
Back again to this potential Odinism cult and Coeur d'Alene. And, you know.
Oh, here we go. The potential Odinism cult. So now all of a sudden, what, 10 months later, the Idaho case, those red rummings were done by a cult. There's another case that they're trying to say that about too, ironically, right now. Isn't that weird? Because of the way that some brush was laid on top of two little girls' bodies, they might intersect one another and they look like they could potentially be placed there on purpose. Wow. So look up when the last time a cult killing was. Pretty unbelievable. But listen to this idiot. Listen to what he says here. What he's trying to sell you is that potentially the cult did this. It's gone from, drug organization to, multiple people to Bethany or one of the other witnesses, or together they did it. Now it's a Odinism. Cult did it. The church did it. Are you that stupid? Some people are. Now, I would like to thank all of you that have got hit with the click and subscribed to Crime Analysis 101 and the team. Are a lot smarter than this guy's subs. I surely don't think any of you would fall for this garbage. But apparently, many do. I'm going to hit the old play button again.
You find yourself thinking, now what we're talking about is we're saying that there's a potential connection in the Idaho 4 case for this to be a similar situation than what we're seeing unfold in the Abby and Libby case, the Delphi case, what with Richard Allen and, his defense team's information that they've brought forward about, again, this Odinism cult and what they're trying to push forward as what happened to Abby and Libby. People who are against people who are willing to really deep dive into things and cover absolutely everything, they they know that this is already going to happen. And the downside is when there is a link found, there is a connection found, there is this feeling of, oh, here we go. Here we go. The tinfoil hat creators have found a link, and we knew that when Delphi came up with all this cult, they were going to say that there was a potential for this to be a ritualistic killing in Idaho 4 as well, and the numerology things, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Ritualistic killing. That's where we are now. Pathetic. Isn't it? This guy is getting paid a lot of money. I mean, somebody told me, I don't know how true it is, in our dollars. And there's a reason why he's covering American cases. What do you think that is? Plenty of cases over there on the other side of the pond that he could be covering, but he's covering American cases. Because he's an opportunist. That's why. Harsh. That's what you are. You're a scammer, in my opinion. You scam people, in my opinion. I've dealt with it. I've done it. I worked fraud for a long time. You guys are very talented. Did you ever notice, everyone? And I'm going to be exposing several creators because got some criminal histories coming up. The majority of these creators have an extensive criminal background. How about that? How about that? Wonder why that is. Wonder why criminals hate cops. It's not my fault. You're such a dumbass that you got caught. It's all going to come out in the wash, everyone. We're not done. It's only just begun. There's so much good stuff out there that you guys are going to love. May not be able to get it all out there tonight, but I built cases for a long time. I don't just talk. My teammates, they're pretty tenacious too. If I ask them to do something, they jump all over it. Pretty tenacious.
They exist. They do absolutely exist. You're getting creators who are touching on things that bring the way in which this case is going in a different direction. I think there is sanctuary in people's hearts and in their minds when they feel that Brian Koberger was the person who did this, and have to make a conscious decision on whether you're willing to ignore them and just accept what is being presented to you, or whether you are going to look into these things that have questions and you're going to first explore these other things. So in your mind, you are sure that what is being presented to you is correct. And I think that there's so many people who don't do that. They just accept what is being presented to them.
Kelly, where are you at? I can't hear you. I clicked on you, honey, and you weren't there.
I'm here.
Okay. Did you guys hear that?
Hey, y'all.
Hello, Kelly.
I don't believe a word.
Yeah. You know what I believe? I believe in the criminal justice system. I believe in these agencies that have worked tirelessly to
Yeah.
try and take a madman, allegedly,
It had to
off
be
the
utterly
street.
horrifying for them. Not just the scene, but the details and the, you know, just everything. It's horrible.
You know, there's some things you just never forget. There's things you can't unsee.
Right.
I've seen some horrible things, people.
Absolutely.
Things that you couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
And guys like this, and you got that guy, Sergeant Friday.
He's so manipulative.
Sergeant
Harsh.
Friday actually said, and I played it on the last show, his words. His words were, if he's guilty, if Brian Kohlberger is guilty, I hope he gets off on a technicality. It'll teach Americans a lesson.
Yeah. He said it.
He said it. Go to the last show and listen. I played it over and over again. This guy's back on 2 other shows, spewing his garbage. Do people know that he said that? Did it just kind of go in one ear and out the other because he just he just talks?
Yeah.
He thinks he's so smart. He's an absolute idiot. And you get DAGO. DAGO actually called, and I quote, the entire city of Moscow is nothing but a bunch of inbreds.
This guy is so freaking sickening, man. I tell you, I sometimes I just want to throw up physically, just because these people just go out there so far.
Actually said that, Kelly. He
It's too
he
much.
actually called the entire
Mhm.
city of Moscow,
Yeah,
Idaho, a bunch of inbreds.
yeah.
Why does he get a
I
hall
got
pass
that.
on that?
Nobody says anything that I've seen or heard.
You know what? I didn't
I
report
don't
that
know
to
watch
YouTube.
this. Yeah,
I didn't report it to YouTube. But it's
no,
part of my case
right.
because that book's coming.
But yeah.
That file's going.
Oh, Dago's looking pretty
A
scared.
lot of
these
people
days.
would have jumped all over and reported that immediately. Nah. Let old Dago
It just shows
throw him some
how
rope.
horrible they
Let him
are.
hang himself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dago.
Even his content.
Pathetic.
You.
Again, one guy on his show said that he hopes that a man that allegedly committed a quadruple red rumming, that's 4, using a 7-inch with handle about this long K-bar killing tool that the military uses to take 4 lives. That guy, Sergeant Friday, and each and every one of you, if you hear that guy or you know what show he's on, you need to give him hell, in my opinion.
Yep.
For spewing something like that. It's disgusting. Let's get back on to Shrek here.
story. You know, like with Brian Koberger being guilty, the media pushed that. They went in with stories that were not true. They brought and sensationalized stories and twisted them to make them go in a certain direction. And that...
The media pushed a narrative against Brian Koberger that was not true.
Can we get back facts? Does it have to be any?
Name it.
Nothing, right?
Name it.
No facts.
I want to hear this narrative other than what the PCA gave us, but was not true. Again, spewing garbage. He'll come up with something that might have been exaggerated or something like that, but to him it's not true. But what he says is absolutely true, and he doesn't lie. So what he says are not lies.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
He honestly says that.
Mm-hmm.
Show me where I've lied. What when you make up something, it's pretty much a lie if you're directing it toward other people. It's an untruth. That harsh, my fat little friend, is a lie. Now, I don't know what world you live in, but that's a lie.
You know, it's a sad one because it makes content creators apprehensive as to how far they want to look into things because they know the backlash that it's going to cause. You know, people start coming saying, we're going to report your channel, we're reporting this, we're reporting that. Reporting for what? You know, that's like saying that you, as an individual watching a channel, will report a channel if that channel says something that you don't agree with.
Again, I'm going to say this. Seem a little bitter, seem a little harsh here on Mr. Harsh. What's he saying here? That it's his First Amendment right to say this stuff? It is, but he's not an American. But he can still say what he wants to do or wants to say. I'll submit. I can say just about anything. I can say that he probably doesn't floss his teeth with dental floss. He probably uses toothpicks. I can say that he looks like a fat sloth sitting there. That's what he does all day. Sit here and put this stuff together for us all to click on. I can say it. Making points. The reason why I'm saying the things that I can say, because it's not okay for me, but it's okay for him. It's okay for DAGO and his little clan. But it's not okay for me to say anything negative about anybody else. It's okay for them to tear apart a 31-year state attorney, call him a fat Santa Claus, and degrade him and his team. It's okay for them. So am I that shallow that I call people names? Typically, no. I'm a very kind-hearted person. I really am, believe it or not. I don't take any garbage off of people. And yes, I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I sin every day. But I don't lie. This guy is a liar. In my opinion, of course. But I'll let you opine. Subscribers to Crime Analysis 101 and the team. I'll let you opine on whether this guy and the rest of these cats that I cover are liars or not. He's a great manipulator. That's what he is. Nothing more, nothing less. He's not a creator. He's an entertainer. That's what he is. First Amendment right? Yeah, we all have it. Just because you can say something does not mean you should. Remember that, everyone.
FBI
You know,
put that case forward as saying this is a ritualistic killing, more than likely connected to Odinism. Okay, so unwilling to even accept that this Odinism situation is something that could even be possible. Not possible, not in a million years.
Anything's possible. Kelly, anything's possible, isn't it?
this is just wow.
But is it plausible?
No, it's not plausible. It's not probable.
But it's possible.
It's. I mean, I guess
It's
there are
possible.
cults. I don't know what the
I
numbers
mean,
are for cults committing.
does anyone even
murder.
know what Odinism, where it originated from? I mean,
Yeah, people don't. They don't.
they don't even know.
Not, I mean,
I mean, you
I
could
looked
say
it up.
witchcraft, you can say all kinds of things, but Odinism, look it up, everyone. I don't need to educate you.
Yeah, it's worshiping
Odinism.
Odin. It's Odinist
Oh
worshiping
yeah,
Odin.
we got Odinism all
Yes, we need the
over.
Vikings.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Rory,
America's
yeah.
full of them.
Yeah, we got smart. I told everybody we got the best, smartest subscribers ever.
I believe
You
that.
know,
I believe we do have the
yeah,
smartest subscribers.
yeah. When we
That's
say
what
they
we're.
don't
That's what
know,
we're.
like
Hey,
our subscribers are never included in that.
yeah, that's what we're aiming
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, right.
You know, we're aiming for, people with a little common sense.
Yeah,
What I want more than anything is I want people with big kahunas.
yeah,
People that'll speak up and make a difference.
yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna post something on old T-Rev here pretty soon because he decided to come back like nothing else happened, nothing ever happened. And when you all see what I post, it's gonna give you all an opportunity to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned. It won't be tonight, but it's gonna give you an opportunity.
Yeah.
And we'll see how much pressure is put on by the smart people that tune into this show tonight live and the ones that tune in from across the pond because they're 5 hours ahead of us later,
Yeah.
or just,
Like,
are out
or,
with a girl having a good time tonight and chose
or
to be
like Karen.
with their family and not watch Crime Analysis 101, but they'll catch it later. And we appreciate you, each and every one of you.
We
But
appreciate
stay
Karen being
tuned.
here too. She's pulling a 36-hour run here
Yeah.
to be here tonight. I love
Yeah,
it.
and Karen, she's from over this man's neck of the
England.
woods.
Yeah.
And I haven't been. It's hard for me to read chat and talk at the same time, but I've had some conversations with her. She's not happy with old Harshy boy here. Her exact words were, "He's an embarrassment to my countrymen and women. If he was a relative, she'd disown him." Her words. I've got another one from across the pond saying pretty much the same thing. But you know what, everyone? And I'm going to say this because I can. Greed has no conscience. This guy counts on stupidity. He counts on ignorance. He's a predator. All these creators that spew garbage like this, they're all predators. They prey on ignorance. They want the Jerry Springer show. That's what they want. Because what sells? Extremism, craziness, outlandish, pathetic, sickening, disgusting. That's what sells.
But it seems like the more outrageous, they just keep getting more and more outrageous. I can't keep up with all these outrageous videos.
No.
They're just throwing them out there like they doubled down. Let's go really
This
crazy.
This troll actually did double down. He actually mentioned me and how I'm going to tell you, it's a beautiful day and you look lovely. All I want, blah, blah, blah. Some people don't like it. I never said I didn't like it. I just called you out for what you're doing. That's all I did.
He's deflecting.
I just called you out for what you are. Oh, Harshy boy. You're a manipulator. You're a scammer, in my opinion.
Yeah. You should be ashamed of
Take
yourself.
advantage of people. Take advantage of people. You think by telling them that they're lovely and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
That's going to get you likes, and it does. That's the sad thing, and it does.
Pandering.
It does get you likes.
Patronizing. I don't know. It's too much.
Because weak people need people like you.
Yep. Giving us content.
I said it, people. I said it, people, because it's true.
Yep.
The weak, this man preys on the weak, in my opinion. Just like a lot of these others do.
They're not even making sense.
Oh, yeah. What Kelly just said it'll make perfect sense in a little bit when you hear what somebody says. Well, let's finish up with old Mr. Harsh here.
Yeah, there's so much more to go.
There's way more on the old Harsh. I just, I'm gonna have to come back to you because you're gonna step on it again and again and again and again. But I called it. Tell me I didn't call this, everyone. When I said, you know what's gonna happen is I'm calling this now. I said, you're going to get some backstroking after I'm doing all this. And all of a sudden, poof. These creators are going to say, whoa, we might want to consider that Brian Kohlberger might actually be guilty.
They're so predictable.
Kelly, did I say it? I said it on the show.
This guy,
and I kid you not.
I am not kidding. He always calls it. Everyone else can attest to it too that knows him. It's crazy, man. I love it.
and it was I got an actual text with the clip where they were actually saying it. Almost the next day or 2 days later. Oh yeah, we might want to entertain it. I know, I've said some things, but he might actually be guilty. And we may need to visit that.
I've never considered that, he said.
Oh, you'll hear that.
That might be your problem, dude. It's that easy, man.
Chet Shrek here.
It's like when Drip Drop got the picture of the red outside Xana's window and the
goodness. This is great. So you know when you look at the front of the house, it's a 3-tiered house, and you have that initial roof. The backdrops are the windows, and you have the outside porch upstairs, the balcony that comes off of Kaylee's room. When you see her playing with the dog, you look out that window. If you ever see that, I should have it up here, but I don't, where she's playing with that dog, you can see that lot behind the building, which I believe is going to be very important in this case. I said it from the beginning. Because that lot gives you a bird's eye view right into her sliding glass doors, which she didn't have coverings on.
Yeah. Yeah, Nancy Grace covered that too.
Pretty
How you got
crazy.
such a clear view.
But where did you hear it first?
It's definitely always Detective John says it before anybody else.
I'm not bragging, everyone, but I said it first. And then
I don't
one of the mainstream media the very next morning was there on that lot.
Every time he's called it.
Saying verbatim what I said. I can't make it up. It's the truth.
No.
You think these mainstream media don't listen to people like us? Of course they do.
Yeah.
Of course they hate us, but they love us.
Yeah. I bet they love you.
This guy right here is mentioning another creator. He's a clown. Literally. Dresses up like one, has spiders on his face. Old Drip Drop. I got some antibiotic for old Drip Drop.
People were like saying about the snow and there's snow on there and this, that and the other, and then he has to go back and pull up the picture again and say, no, this is the picture, this is where I saw it, you can see it's red, there's no snow, so on and so forth.
So here's what he's talking about. So now the theory is that our suspect, Brian, actually went out a window or came in a window. Don't really know. But you know the ladder that sits on the side of the house? It's still sitting on the side of the house, by the way. Was used, according to this guy, to scale up, go in the window, come back down, and he's saying that there's blood on the shingles of the roof. He scammered down that ladder. There's probably blood on that too. But you want to know something? And I can opine on this because I did this for a living. We would cut every shingle off of that roof if a test came presumptive positive for blood. Period. That ladder would no longer be standing up against the side of that house. That too would have been tagged as evidence. So how stupid do you look now? Those are the facts, people.
And you've got to battle this mentality all the time. You've got to prove and prove and prove. But even when you've proved beyond a reasonable doubt that this picture shows this specific thing, still isn't enough.
Because it doesn't show what you're saying it shows. It's not enough.
Still isn't enough. Like, we can say that around this Idaho 4 case, there is narcotics. There's 3 out of the 4 parents that are involved in not only not doing narcotics, but distribution and mid-level distribution of narcotics.
This is what's going to get his butt. Well, you know, he's on the other side of the pond, so it might be a little difficult. But this is what's going to get people like this sued. He just said 3 out of the 4 are involved parents.
Can you say that again?
3 out of the 4. 3 out of the 4. Is that right?
I don't know. I can't talk that fast.
Of these victims' parents are involved in distribution of illicit narcotics. Don't believe me. He just said it. Why? Because he can. That's the sad thing.
But there's accountability. We just might have to push it a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's accountability. Just not right now. I like to call it karma. And I'll say it with a smile.
Narcotics, and that still isn't enough for people to understand that there are narcotics in this situation. On the peripheral of it, there is narcotics, and people still won't hear.
He used a big word, peripheral. I bet he can't spell it though.
It.
Sure,
we have to just accept that Brian Kohberger did it. He did it. No one else did it. Nothing else is worth even looking into, listening to. You're all tinfoil hats if you believe anything other than Brian Kohberger just managed to one night get up, decide to go from Washington to Moscow in his car and do this crime and then drive home.
Sounds pretty good to me. How about you, Kelly? Does that sound pretty good to you?
He projects everything that he does. He projects onto other people.
No, but he just said that Brian Kohberger got in his car, drove from Washington to Idaho, committed this,
that
crime.
Sounds plausible to me.
I mean, damn, Harsh, I think that's probably the most intelligent thing you've ever said that I've heard.
I think he's going to get it all twisted up pretty soon, though. He'll say something that makes sense, and then he'll get it all twisted up and turned around.
What does he call what does he call himself? What do we have on his face? I'm a what?
Thinker.
I'm a critical thinker. He's a critical thinker. Critical. I can't even say it. It's critical thinker. He's a critical thinker. This guy is a critical thinker.
I don't know who's been blowing smoke up his butt, but I can see something completely different.
I can't wait to see old Harsh's reply tomorrow. He'll probably do 10 shows tomorrow on it. His little 10, 15-minute excerpts.
Yeah, of course.
I can't wait to see what he's got to say. We'll cover it.
I know his type.
Ignore everything it said. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to ignore everything you say as fact. I'm going to ignore it. And you should ignore it too. But you know what you should do? You should let him know and let others know what a POS he is. Look at this face. That's pretty scary.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
It's dumb looking. It's a dumb looking face. But it's pretty scary at the same time. Because these eyes right here, Those are determined eyes.
He's got a dark, dark soul to come up
Those
with
are
some of the crap he
piercing.
comes up with.
Those eyes pierce the soul, pierce the mind. He's looking right through you because he thinks he's smarter than you, for one. What did I say? Somebody said $5,000 to $7,000 average he's making a month. I don't know about you people, but you know, that's a lot of money. I gotta bust my butt for that money. I was up at 5:30 this morning. I lost an employee this week. He's gonna go play, try to get into USFL, play football. He's chasing his dream. And I'm like, go ahead, buddy. Good luck to you. I got to find another employee. But you know what? My butt had to pick up the slack. I'm exhausted. My hands hurt. My back hurts. Feet hurt. Everything hurts. While this troll sits on his whatever he sits on, pulls in $5,000 to $7,000 a month, just like old troll number 2 does. It's pretty sad. Pisses me off. Am I stupid? Because I work. I don't suck on that government tit and sit at home and double dip and, make money off the taxpayer because I'm a scammer. Not saying this guy does that. I don't know. He's in another country. But that's another thing I'm exposing. Is these double dippers with the old Social Security office. Once I find out where they are, where they live, I'm exposing them. Mark my words. I don't believe in that. I work too hard. You work too hard.
And what do people want people to do? Just accept what they're told at first. Because if that's the case, then why bother having trials? Why bother? Why bother spending all that money in the courtroom?
Because that's what we do in America. We have trials. We have a process. Now, mind you, we're not as prim and proper. Our judges don't wear wigs. But we get it done. See that looking down and to the left, 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 down into any angle? That's construction. Just think about what he's going to say next.
Mm-hmm. That's it right there. When he leans back, he's really digging deep. He does that a lot.
Yep.
Why?
It's
This is
about
going to be a
justice.
room splitter. Because if I was one of the parents of the victims of the Idaho 4 case, which you're not, by the way, how would I react and respond to my child being killed in this manner? You're not. And I don't know how you can even... anyway, I digress. So she's saying...
There he goes again, digressing.
Mm-hmm.
I digress.
He
Says
doesn't
that
have
a
anything
lot.
else to say. He's full of shit. He's a
It
hypocrite.
would basically piss her off. It would drive her insane. It would drive her crazy if she was to watch Brian Koberger dressed as a choir boy going into these court proceedings dressed as a fucking choir boy. I don't know what choirs you've been to, but I haven't ever seen choir boys dressed in a suit and...
There he is, exaggerating again. So let me tell you some facts, people. As a defendant, you are afforded the right to A, wear that orange jumpsuit, or B, you're provided a suit and a tie and a proper attire to represent the way you look. If you choose not to, then you can go ahead and wear that jumpsuit. Just so you know. So once again, old Mr. Harsh spewing garbage.
What she's saying is basically before he's even been convicted of anything, he's supposed to be walking into that courtroom dressed like a fucking orange and with a chain round his neck, walked into the court like a dog, like they did with that other poor fucker. Well, I say poor fucker. And then you get people who are turning around and they're saying, you know, you're right, this is stupid. I hear all these lies being made up. Like she's pushing the fact that there is lies and things being twisted. Tell me one lie, like on this channel that we've spoken about. So tell me some.
Where do we begin? You know what? I'm just going to leave it at this. I'm going to leave it at this. You know the saying, every time a lie is told,
your nose
this guy's lips are moving.
Yeah.
When this guy's lips are moving, in my opinion, he's telling a lie.
Yes, Giovanna.
When his lips are moving. Wow.
I can't type all of a sudden.
I can't make this up, people.
This guy has an audience. I'm just glad he makes short videos because, I mean, it's hard to clip out stuff because it's all crazy. Like, no common sense.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, Hollis said she wants to be unhid. You're not hid on here, Hollis. You're not hid. Big girl.
Yeah.
Bring it. Don't sing it, girl. I'm ready for you. I got some stuff for you too. You lying POS.
Yeah. I get some good stuff for you. Come on over.
How's that old T-Rev show doing?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
She's willing to pay his child
what
support.
did Hollis say? I think we had that.
Yeah.
She'll pay his $50,000. Hey, Hollis, did you pay that $50,000 in back child support?
Yeah, I know those kids. They're in high school, man. They got a lot of expenses that get coming up, and they're going to be driving.
Pay it, Hollis?
I mean, I know they need, they need two parents taking care of them. So T-Rev doesn't want to be their dad, and he said that point blank. So why don't you just do it?
No. He said, let's get it straight. He said that if those kids are, supposedly his or something to that effect, he wants a DNA test.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Hey, look. Hey, everybody, look at me.
He's still married to their mother.
If I had two teenage kids and I didn't think they were mine and I owed nearly $50,000 in back child support, do you not think that I would go get a DNA test to exonerate myself?
And it isn't Sherry that's requesting it. It's the state. What a deadbeat.
They just got to find him.
People stand up for him,
They just got to find him, just like old when that process server is trying to find him right now for me.
Yeah.
Can't find him.
Right.
But we will find him.
I think they're.
It's like
I
we'll
think they
find
know where
Hollis.
he is. I think they're watching him. I think they're getting all his financials. Oops.
So who's this St. John's? St. John's, you got something to say? Say it. We'll be waiting. You're not
Say it, don't
blocked.
spray it. I don't know why I said that. Sounds like something one of my kids would have said. Oh boy. I just don't
Sorry, guys,
understand these
got
people that are
distracted there.
they're so far removed from.
Had some trolls in here.
That we've pushed out that has been a lie. Now, we have speculated on certain elements of what could happen, especially when you.
He's speculated.
for it.
We have speculated, he says.
Oh, wait for it.
Is that what you call it?
For it. Oh my
Is
God,
that what you
that's
call it?
hilarious.
Is this called speculation, Kelly?
Yeah,
Hey, guys,
he's gonna double down here.
speculation.
Oh my God.
That's what you're about to hear.
God. This guy is so shameless.
Remember, his mouth's
Oh my
open.
God.
What does that
Oh
mean?
my
His
God.
mouth's open.
He's
And his
trying
hat
to
says
spit air.
icon. His hat says icon.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh,
Here we go. You ready? Drum roll.
You've got rammed in your face about the fact that 911 call wasn't made for 8 hours. That's not a lie. That's a fucking fact.
So,
No, wait a minute. It's not 8 hours. You don't know what time these girls woke up. You can't start the clock until they get up. You know.
so
They
this
didn't have
guy
a chance
mustn't
to call
live.
911 in their sleep or whatever. You know.
This guy mustn't live
Stupid.
a life. He mustn't have had any kind of reality in his life. I mean, I brought this up
That's
before.
it.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
remember like it was yesterday being in
Yeah.
college, going out with my friends, staying out late. I was never much of a drinker, but if I did drink, a few times I drank and I had a couple beers, that would have been enough to wipe me out. Go home, out partying
Yeah.
all night with my friends, bring my girl home, getting it on with my girl for a couple hours, go to sleep, get a couple hours more in. I'm tired. I'm all cuddled up with my snuggle buggy, and we're laying there.
It was so
waiting to
hard
get it
for me
on
to
again. Whatever.
Mm.
Hell, I wouldn't get out of bed to 3 or 4 o'clock.
It was so hard.
It's proven that they
seeing
were
that.
up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. The grub truck video just gets me. These kids did not know that their lives were about to end in a horrific, traumatic way, which the
Yeah,
families,
this
their
guy,
friends, that
this-
community, these communities will never recover from this. And these people are just attacking and attacking and attacking. And it's disgusting. I have to
this
sit and listen
guy,
to this stuff. Lavender Girls, I love you so much because if it wasn't for that lady, I would be probably down in those rabbit holes because I would just give in finally because it's too much. It's too much. Sorry, got on a rant. Sorry. You know, I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm laughing because I got nothing. I got no words. You know, it's just that outrageous. Unbelievable. Sorry.
The fact that we've got parents around these victims who sadly have been caught up in the narcotics world, and this.
Here we go again. This POS is attacking the parents of these victims.
I'm just throwing it out there because it's out there.
It's a possibility in his mind.
That doesn't make it
Karma.
okay. Yeah.
Karma, everyone. This guy right here with his tongue out and his eyes rolled back in the back of his head, rocking back in his chair. He's going to get his karma. He's got a wife. I don't know if he got 1 kid or 2 kids. I can't remember. I saw the pictures of him vacationing.
I just saw what you stopped it on.
That's karma right
funny.
there. I mean, I just hit pause and look at that.
I just looked up and holy crap.
He's thinking about what he's going to spew out of this round hole right here next. This is construction right here, everyone. This is classic construction. Oh, it gets better.
Yeah.
Place has got a drugs issue. We have got people on the peripheral of this case who have been involved in the supply of narcotics to someone who died and walked free from it.
Just
on the
speculation,
peripheral.
right? Just speculation.
On the
You know.
peripheral. Again, a word he can't spell.
Yeah.
And look at his face.
Look at the dopey face. That's it
And
right
he
there.
talks about narcotics.
Dopey. Look at that.
So what is he talking about there, Kelly? What could he be talking about? People on the peripheral, where people have died on the peripheral. Who's he talking about, Kelly?
He's talking about the victims
No. Come on.
on the peripheral that have
Who
died.
Who are they pointing a finger at as being drug dealers that came into the
Emma
house?
and Demetrius.
Emma and Demetrius.
Yeah, there's so many, you know. I have to pick only one. I always get it wrong.
Anybody but Brian Kohlberger.
Yeah, that's.
Nice
I mean,
teeth with
what is
DNA
it?
on the bed, car, you know, anybody but Brian Kohlberger.
That's not a
Right.
lie. That is a fact.
See what I mean?
And it's things like this that make you question what is going on in this case. You've got officers who are around this case who have been involved in perhaps not doing their job quite as they should be. Again, not lies, fact.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back there.
Wasn't that speculation? Oh,
Officers
that's
who are
facts.
around this case who have been involved in perhaps not doing their job quite as they should be. Again, not lies, fact.
Because you say so?
Officers, and then lies, and not fact. And then what does he do?
That's not a lie. That is a fact.
He does this to all of us.
Things like this that make you question what is going on in this case. You've got officers who are around this case who have been involved in perhaps not doing their job quite as they should be. Again, not lies, fact.
That's to America right there. Officers that are not doing their jobs. Really? So what do we have, people? Really? I mean, we've got a 911 call at just before noon that we haven't heard yet. Basically, resulting in a bunch of police officers converging on a 3-story building with 4 red rum bodies inside and nothing to go on. Nothing.
He looks like a psycho. Look at his eyes. Sorry. My opinion.
So nothing to go on. Guys like this sideline quarterbacking an investigation. Oh, supposed to have this guy like tomorrow. Right now, we got it. We'll get him. But, you know, they're not doing their job. They've even said that they didn't canvass. One creator is saying that they never canvassed anywhere. There's video of them canvassing. They canvassed right next door. You know, walking up that step right next door where that camera was mounted, that light bulb camera. That's going to be a good one right there, everyone.
Well, yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Oh, but cops didn't do their job. I would submit that the cops did do their job.
How many tips?
And the cops did an excellent job.
How many terabytes? How many?
51 terabytes, 10,000 leads.
How many octillion? I mean,
they
these
did an
numbers
excellent
are
job.
beyond and it being anyone else. It all is science. It's real. And it's fact. DNA doesn't lie. And DNA does not put the wrong people in prison. That's a good one.
So
Okay, go ahead.
I would submit that the man's 100% full of garbage. I think that law enforcement has done an excellent job. You know what I think they've done an excellent job of as well? Adhering to that gag order. That to me is amazing.
Yeah.
It shows the integrity of each and every one of those investigators. Because somebody could get paid. And so far, been very tight-lipped. Virtually no leaks. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll digress. But take a look at this guy right here. Take a snapshot.
I did.
Let that sear into your brain for a little bit. Don't have nightmares. Is this how the people of England think of us? Does he represent the British people? This guy right here? Is Karen still in here? She's probably asleep now.
I'm looking for her.
Yeah.
I think she's still here. She's still here. She just commented.
Let's see what old Karen has to say. Wow, there's so many. I can't even keep up with chat. I'm sorry, guys.
It's good. You're enjoying themselves.
Yeah, Karen. Take your phone and take a snapshot of that. I'll leave it up for a second if you got your phone, just so you can have it. If I were you, I would take that, show it to my friends over there, my family.
Yeah.
Show what's living amongst you.
Well, from what
This
I
guy
understand,
right here.
he's living the he's living the high horse over there.
Oh yeah, he
What
just
he's
got
taking
another
in.
tattoo, right? He's bragging about his tattoos.
Yeah, and a car or something for his wife or something. Was that him? I don't remember now. But
He's an
yeah, I mean,
upstanding
their
Brit.
income average over there is not even close to that.
The government is actually sending out supplemental checks to people right now because they're hurting so bad over there. I think Karen or someone else said that they sent out $600 checks.
Yeah,
And this
because
clown, this guy right
people are
here,
practically starving, and he's
this is what he
raking in
thinks.
money off of Americans mostly.
This is what he thinks of all them right here, in my opinion. All right, let me play this here.
Okay, yeah, I want to get on to the next one too.
Anyway, I
This is
get
a big
very,
finish.
very emotional, very, very upset about things like this because I feel that you guys out there, you're being manipulated. You're being manipulated by people who you trust, people in power, people in positions that you, when they speak, you listen because you think,
That's the guy right there.
they're ex-FBI. They're ex-FBI. They know what they're talking about. They know everything. You know, when they speak, they're like the oracle, and you believe every single thing that they say. And they're saying shit like this that's perpetuating negativity before someone has even gone through due process.
Really? Let me explain
Such
something
a
to everyone.
manipulator.
Let me explain. This is the reality. When a crime is committed and someone is arrested, most of the time they got it right. 99.9% of the time. When you're incarcerated without a bond, there's a reason for that. When the state moves for the death penalty, there's a reason for that. You see, the death penalty is not something you take lightly as a state attorney's office, as a prosecutor, as the state attorney. You better have a compelling case if you're going to stroke out death penalty. Think about that, everyone. No one wants to lose a DP case. In fact, the prosecuting attorney in this case has had opportunities to go for the death penalty and not done it in other cases. Could have got it, but didn't do it. So I would submit, based on my plethora of experience writing PCAs, writing search warrants, executing search warrants, doing investigations, that they got a pretty solid case. Because I know what goes through the mind of the state attorney. He's an elected official. Think about that. And I'm still going to say, if they allow Kohlberger to plea to avoid the death penalty, they're cowards. So I think, no, I know they've got a very compelling case. Yep. But this guy, anything but him. Anything but Kohlberger. A fart in the wind took all four of those people out. Could happen. Because this guy says so. This upstanding British citizen. Oh, he's got more to say.
And when you see due process and see how they're being tracked through that system as well, multiple cases over the decades where things have been wrong, including DNA evidence, and that has led to people being incarcerated for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. They've lost their lives to be later found to be innocent. The system fucked them.
That happens all the time, everyone. You know what else? a lot of times people do get let out of prison and they still actually did the crime. But perhaps DNA exonerated them because it wasn't clear and concise DNA that convicted them in the first place. So they got out. But they did the crime. There are cases. And there are cases also, especially surrounding rape, where people have been exonerated by DNA. It's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very rare. Not even measurable. Barely. But not to this guy.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this fabulous, fabulous Monday. That's right, baby. It's Monday, and I'm sure we're going to have an absolutely fantastic week. And do you know what else is fantastic? You. That's right. You are fantastic. You are fantastic. You look fantastic.
Did that make you feel good?
He's not
If
done
it does,
yet.
tune in. Tune in to this guy and listen to the show every day. Maybe he can give you some uplifting words.
And like I say, we're going to have a fantastic week together. So let's crack. In my opinion, which is a non-professional opinion, and I'm not native to the US, I'm overseas in the UK. God help me.
Opinion. Remember that.
God help him.
And so get your...
I'm glad he's not an American either.
Do I feel that having no cameras in there, that Brian Koberger could potentially not get a fair hearing in there? Now, that's something that I've considered as well. Ultimately, he was due a preliminary hearing, and that was taken away from him.
Oh, it's taken away.
Oh, it's taken away. Hey, douchebag.
They checkmated Ann Taylor.
He was indicted. Indicted by a grand jury. Guess what that means? No preliminary hearings.
That's right.
That's how that works.
That's why they're mad.
Why go through all these stupid little hearings when you got evidence to indict someone? Yeah, this guy's a smart one. He knows all about our system. Hey, Harsh, cover your own damn cases in your own damn country. You got plenty over there. Why aren't you covering them? I could name several right now. But you got to mess with our cases? Why are you doing that, Harshy boy? I'll let each and every one of you opine on that.
And we ended up with the grand jury, which is now being challenged.
No accountability.
So,
yes.
So,
all right. Can't stand this guy.
We're going to put old Harshy boy in the video for right now to bed. But I want you to look at this thumbnail that Kelly and I put together again.
It was fun.
We had a lot of fun doing this. Yeah. So if you didn't catch it the first time,
you got to go see his wig.
If you didn't catch it the first time, you see me over there in my Kmart police shirt that, you know, I was never a cop. I don't have a whole tote full of those. And my what'd they say this was? What'd they call them? What'd they say this was?
Tragedy.
No, not a traffic cop.
No. I didn't say that.
Crossing guard. My crossing guard my crossing guard traffic vest. Oh, wait. I just haven't hung these yet, but all my certificates,
Oops.
you know, for
Oh,
all
come
my
on, John. You can't dispel the rumors that you're not a cop because that's all they got.
yeah, old T-Rev started that nonsense. He looked like an idiot, didn't he?
Oh, and the fools that lapped it up, like Hollis. Yes, Hollis. Come on over. Come on over, Hollis. I'll be nice.
I think somebody's
Wow.
in here is trying to say Hollis is blocked. She's not blocked.
Ah, screw them. Well, I don't know. She's got a ton of different accounts and stuff.
Yeah,
I
she
have no
got
idea.
aliases. She came in. She came in when I started. I wish she had. Hey, why would I block
Hey,
her?
John,
I mean, she went on for freaking a month before I even started my show
I
on her
don't. I
rant, and
don't
then she would
have
delete. She would delete
the
her
ability.
own comments. It was comical.
Yeah. I don't have the ability to
I would
unblock her.
snapshot them, and then they would disappear, and I'm responding to them, and it looks like I'm not responding. I'm responding to nobody. Yep.
These people are
So,
amazing.
everybody in chat's having a good old time with this. This is where we are, people. Hey, and if I didn't say it, everyone, please hit that like button. We've got a lot of people in here. And please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm. And if you know anybody that is, that is with you, that likes, the fact that you watch the show, hey, lean over and give your husband a kiss or your wife a kiss and say, honey, go on over to YouTube and pull up Crime Analysis 101 and click subscribe for old Johnny Boy and his team.
We're definitely not scared of Hollis.
We get you. We're getting really close to 1,000 in a very short time, just a month. There's guys out here that have been on here for years and have 2,000-3,000 subscribers. We've already almost got 1,000. That's pretty awesome, and I'm very proud of this team and what we've accomplished.
You gonna bring up that other video?
So, it's a lot of hard work. Yeah, we're gonna bring up. Let me go over this thumbnail real quick. So, if you got me over here, and it says "Stop the Cap." If you didn't participate in the last show, "Stop the Cap" basically means stop the crap. It's slang. It's saying stop the lies, stop the garbage, stop the false narratives. Then we got that American eagle flying toward old Harsh's face. Now, I wanted that eagle to be pronated, talons out, getting ready to pounce right on his face and rip his eyeballs out and his tongue out. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
I could have done that, no problem.
We just ran out of time.
I
came up with this eagle at I came up with the eagle at the last minute.
Yeah, I found the one with the talons.
We couldn't find one with the talons out, getting ready to pounce, but maybe next time.
Next time.
And then we got the American flag right over old Harshy Boy's mouth. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of Brits out there that would love to slap some duct tape on that face. It says on the top,
Karen, I made that with you in mind.
I'm a critical thinker. Hello, beautiful people. Stupid Americans love Harsh. And then at the bottom, if you look underneath his neck, it says crime pimping.
Tragedy pimp. Yeah, crime pimp.
That one's crime pimping, and then I got tragedy pimping too. So yeah, he's pimping on crime, but he's really pimping on tragic events in people's lives.
Yeah,
he's a tragedy pimp, in my opinion. So we're going to move on to the next topic. And this is gonna get good too.
Sorry, I'm laughing at chat. Sorry. Guys are
Do we
funny.
need to read some chat?
Yeah, they're so funny. Truth Exposed says, "Hey Kelly D, when you have time, if you need a laugh, go look up the judge who got caught using his Enos pump during a murder trial."
Yeah, that would get him disbarred.
What? Why? Why?
It's a hard job.
Oh my God, you're gonna get me started.
All right, we're ready to go, T.
Yeah.
All right, who are we covering here? Oh, here we go again. Here we go. Did you hit play? All right.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're well on this fabulous, fabulous Friday. And do you know what else is fabulous? You. Yeah, you. That's it. You.
What is this?
Fabulous. This is video
Hold on a
2.
second.
It should start with
Yeah, he
In the
pulled up the
prep.
wrong one.
No, you clicked the wrong thing.
I clicked the wrong one. My bad.
It's never Tanner's fault. You get that kid's too smart to make a mistake. But you got the right link, right?
Yeah. 1927.
There it is.
All right, where did I click?
The play button. Not the play
Right here?
button. No.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, so it's the same as YouTube.
Oh. He was goofing around with my computer, and my little hand that flips around everywhere. It's usually a bright white hand. Now it's a dark black hand, and I can't see it. So
Oh.
I clicked on the wrong
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
anyway, here we go.
It's all good, Dad.
Wonderful week of saving someone's life,
Can everyone hear this?
and you guys are going to help. You guys are a part of this. So again, thank you so much. But please,
Can
be
you boost
kind
your
to one
sound?
another. Be respectful.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it. It is quiet.
Hold on, we're gonna turn it up.
Should be good.
All right,
Yeah.
let's start it over. All right, sorry guys.
Of
Okay.
saving someone's life, and you guys are going to help.
Here's old Nails on a chalkboard herself.
Yeah, I can only take one clip of her.
You guys are a part of this. So again, thank you so much. But please, be kind to one another. Be respectful.
Now, did you just hear her say that? Now, is that not a hypocrite, or is that not a hypocrite? Now, we're talking about old Lana here. She actually just uttered the words, "Be kind to each other."
You're gonna hear the connection to you.
The lady that doxed, that filed a FOIA request
Mm-hmm.
to investigate and locate a person who filed noise complaints on the house in Idaho for loud music.
She's gonna pay
Then-
for that one.
Then she proceeds to dox this poor nurse, this lady who works her butt off, who I found out actually works some pretty hard hours. She needs to sleep. And there's nothing worse than having a house right down from you with the bass thumping with speakers outside when you're trying to sleep. It becomes unreasonable. So she would call in noise complaints along with other people. But this lady, LANA from Truth and Transparency, does an entire show where she goes after this lady, says her name, talks about where she works as a nurse, pulls up her name, figures out that she's been involved in an accident where she struck somebody on a bicycle and that person on the bicycle died. She doesn't outright say it, but she implies that someone was drinking. But she doesn't know who. But there was alcohol involved. Or was there, she says. This nurse is very wealthy, by the way, very married to a very wealthy man. Deep pockets. Who was probably mortified at the fact that she was involved in an accident and someone died. She was never charged with anything. But according to LANA, there was alcohol involved. Says the town, not the actual hospital, but the town in which she works at a hospital as a nurse, with her name. Describes her vehicle with her name. Her place of employment. And her career choice. I watched people in her chat say awful things about this woman, this poor, hardworking nurse that for no apparent reason was targeted by this tyrannical, in my opinion, nut job who just, by the way, just got her ass handed to her once again in court.
She sure did.
Come after me, LANA. Email me, Detective John Hard Hitter or Detective John 68 at gmail.com. Email me your attorney. I'll email you mine. But know this. Everything that you've done, this is a civil. We're talking about civil stuff here. All your prior crap, wrap it up in a little box and bring it with me. And whoever else you sue, wrap it up in a little box and bring it with her. Because it can be used against you. Because you're looking pretty bad. What is she like, 1 for 15 or something? I can't remember the exact number. Oh, yeah. The trial's out there, everybody. She's got a permanent injunction for protection. Not temporary. Permanent. Against another creator. Oh, yeah, it's good stuff. You might want to take some time and watch it. Out of all the creators out there, in my opinion, this is the worst of them all. TikTok. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
And she wants us, can't we just get along? She knows the heat's coming down on her. She's getting some heat. I did a whole show talking about people like her and what she did. She caught a lot of heat. But you know what? In my opinion, she doesn't have a conscience. She doesn't care. Could say a couple other things, but I'll digress.
We can dislike whoever we want for personal reasons, but when you make something personal about somebody's professional work, you become biased. Don't become a biased bitch.
Don't become a biased bitch. She's talking about another creator. In my opinion. But who am I? Old Jim Carrey says, man, you are a pathetic loser. No offense.
You know, there's other people.
Now we're back to Dago. You know.
Sorry.
Oh, Dago.
I'll be right back. I'm listening.
Quiet there for a few days. This guy's show's kind of reminiscence of old T-Rev's show, where the old paranoia set in. Discord was shut down. Oh, I've got emails from people just blasting him, T-Rev, talking about the stuff that went on from people from Discord. I've got Snapchats. Oh, it's comical stuff. Snapshots. Evidence. This guy just went through the same thing. So now to be in Discord, you got to provide your YouTube freaking name, all kinds of stuff. It's like they want your firstborn child or something. It's for security purposes to protect them and you. No, it's not. It's to control you. Because they want loyalty, like old T-Rev says. Loyalty. You're disloyal. If you go to another show and talk, you're disloyal. Who do you think you are? It's a damn YouTube channel. Everyone here, you can leave right now and go to another show and come back. I don't care. Do what you want to do. Let freedom reign. I don't care where you go or what you do. If you want to hang out here, that's fine. If you don't, go on to some other shows. I don't care.
Yeah, just be warned that if you go and talk crap on other shows,
I'm not going to care.
but if you're going to go over to another show and talk crap on another show, you might be the show. You're creating content. You know what I mean?
Who the hell's calling me from New York at 11 o'clock? Must be the mafia. Oh, so here we go. Let me play this. So this gets good. This is old Dago again. He's got some funny stuff to say. He's trying to scare people. I ain't scared. The things he says is just absolute nonsense. Listen up.
People that were involved in this besides this group of people, by the way. Okay. There's other people that are out that have been doing this to multiple creators. Okay. And I'm sure everybody knows who I'm talking about. So
that would be me. Oh, Lord. But he's not just talking about me there. there he's talking about me, but previous to that, he's talking about people in his circle that contacted me, emailed me, sent me pretty incriminating information about old DAGO. I'd be concerned with some of the stuff that floats out in there in the old interweb world that now is in my hands. Oh, Mr. DAGO. So keep it up. Keep it up.
I'm not naming names, and I won't name names to these other people either. But at this point, it's stopped. We're done. It's over. From that side of things, from what I understand, and I've agreed to that. I will allow it to be what it is. Nothing more to go forward. On my side, that includes my moderators, my team, any of this. It's all stopped, okay? It's all stopped, okay? It's all stopped, okay?
It's all stopped, okay?
Excuse me. So that's what it's put out there. That's how I'm putting it out there, and it's a fact. Now, there are other people, I've been told, that have issue with some of these people. That's not coming from me. My end of things, I've backed everything off. I've halted everybody. I've said to stop, leave people alone. We're not going to talk about these people. Their names are not going to be slammed from my community. They're not going to be talked down about. Any of that that's done right here. Stop. As long as everything has stopped, there's no more harassment. There's no more of the lies or misinformation put out about this community, myself, or anybody else in it. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's where it stops, because I can take it that direction as well.
It stops because DAGO says it stops. Now,
maybe not.
what's he talking about there, Kelly? What do you think he's talking about?
He's talking about you. Oh, it's got to stop.
No, it's not just about me. It's about his inner circle.
Well, yes, he had problems in Discord, the almighty Discord.
Yeah, and then he's threatening to sue everyone. Some of the people in Discord that are in this chat right now, actually, under different names. He threatened to sue. And he actually said, what was the quote? I had the sheriff here. The sheriff did a report on libel and slander.
Like
Something in that
3
effect,
a.m.
alluding to the fact that the
John.
sheriff came to his house and they're going to handle his civil complaint.
Hey,
On
John.
a YouTube channel.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
News from the front here. Biology 101. Kelly D, the New York number calling John is Hollis.
Probably. Oh. Leave a message, Hollis, if that's you.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to old DAGO and his drama. I mean, this show is nothing but drama every single day. So he wants us all to believe that he's got some attorney and he's going to sue everybody. But
You went
now,
to the sheriff.
Now that the sheriff's been to his house and everything, he's having a change of heart, and he just wants people to apologize because he's not like that. He's not he didn't say he's not a litigious. These are my words, but apparently he's saying he's not a litigious person, and he's not going to sue anybody if they just apologize to him. And apparently, according to him, several have, because they're scared to death about what old Dago's going to do.
Right.
I call BS. Because first of all, law enforcement doesn't do civil. Lie number one. And what was the other lie? Allegedly, that the old sheriff was at his house or something to that effect. Now, I
Well, the
didn't hear
sheriff-
this. This was third hand, but was told to me.
Well, the sheriff, he's telling on himself. The sheriff was at his house, but it had nothing to do with these people. It had nothing to do with him filing a slander suit. And it's like the judge told Lana very harshly, I might add, very juicy. You know, just because they're talking about your or behind your back doesn't mean it's slander. It's gossip.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know why the sheriff was at his house. According to, I mean, he acts like he's friends with him or something. And
I don't know, but
you
he
know,
seems to be telling on himself a lot.
and according to one of my mods, again, I haven't heard this. I've been busy.
Oh yeah.
But he also said something to the effect that, what was it?
His sheriff said he gets daily calls about Idaho Ford.
Oh yeah, the sheriff where he lives gets daily calls about the Idaho case.
He lives in Ohio.
And he doesn't believe that BK
Ohio,
is
right?
guilty either.
Yeah.
And that the PCA was all wrong or something to that effect. This is all alleged. I mean, this is just what I was told that he said. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'll let you listen some more.
I don't want to have to do that as well. Based on what I understand, this person that was involved in this was under the age of 18. They shouldn't have been in here to begin with. Okay, that's on their parents. Maybe their parents didn't understand nor know, but it's done now. They should know now. So that's that. Okay, nobody's been being harassed. Nobody's done anything. And that's that. And I'm not going to talk about it again.
That's that.
I will do what I have to do if she keeps
You're not
being
gonna talk about it,
harassed.
but here he goes.
Or anybody else in this community is harassed. That's a fact. It's done. It's over.
I wonder
Who's he
how the
talking about? That
parents
Heather,
feel.
that Heather person,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The allegation is that Heather refused to refund a $50 donation from a special needs kid. I think his name is Omer. And if I'm pronouncing it right.
Now we were
That's
emailed
the
this information,
allegations.
everyone, from
Yeah.
someone from Discord that said that basically there's a handicapped person that subscribed to him that had been sending monies to him, and
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but something happened. They demanded the money back. I don't know. That person's in chat too, so if that person wants to,
She bullied
the
Omer.
story.
Zaza knows a lot more than I
Zaza
do.
knows more, and you know there's a language barrier there because she's Colombian. I'm sorry, honey, I don't
Yeah.
speak Spanish, or
Yeah.
so I can't. I speak very little. But anyway, that's what he's talking about here.
Yeah. She says she bullies Omer.
You can't make up for the harassment that she's had and for the way that she's been made to feel about this situation. And I don't like that at all. She works too hard for this community. She works too hard for the people in this community and to make this place what it is. And I will not put up with her being talked down about, stalked, harassed, any of it, because she doesn't deserve any of it. None of it.
Yeah. Right.
For the record, I had nothing to do with it. I promise.
Yeah.
So that's that.
I think.
But
Okay.
I will tell you this much. Some things I found out subsequent to this that have been being fed through my email are pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Old Mr.
Correction.
Dago.
Yeah.
You know, when you create, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's an ongoing investigation, and that's what I'm doing. I'm conducting investigations because I don't just spew lies.
Yeah. Right. Hey,
I'll find out.
And when we say something wrong, we correct it. Like Zaza just corrected us. She's Puerto Rican, not Colombian.
I'm
Sorry about
sorry.
that, honey. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
thought you said you were Colombian or something. Don't mess with a Colombian. Or was there a Colombian? I don't remember.
I
I
think
do
there's other
remember the
people
word
involved that are
Colombian being in there.
Colombian. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. She's just worried about this special needs child, and I really appreciate that. Having two of them myself. They're precious angels and need to be protected.
So
This kid
from what I'm understanding, the special needs child may have been taken advantage of.
yes. Yeah.
Again, allegedly, don't know for sure, but this person that we're talking about right here in chat is very upset about it.
Yeah, she knows Omer personally.
So
She's just
I
trying to
think
stop
old-
the taking advantage of him. Yeah.
but I've got a lot of, not just her, there's 4 or 5 other people. I don't remember. I
Mhm.
forwarded them to you, but 4 or 5 other people that are saying pretty much the same thing.
Yep.
And exploitation is what it's called. It's a crime.
Yep.
Especially of handicapped people and the elderly. It's a felony.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Not good. Don't know if that's what's happening here, but I'm going to find out.
And I'll leave it at that, and I'll let it be what it is. If it continues, then we will have to do what we have to do.
Oh, gosh.
I'm so
Help
scared.
me. Help me. Help me. We will do what we have to do.
Yep.
I'm
Exactly.
scared. I'm so scared. I'm shaking. I'm about to piss my pants. I really am.
Okay, but I'm at this point, we're saying there's nothing coming from this end. We'll see how that goes.
Hey, that computer he's sitting behind, all that new sound equipment that you see right there. Where'd that come from, Kelly?
What did you say? I was typing.
What he's
Where did
sitting
what come from?
behind right here. He did. What does he do? He does a Amazon wish list.
Oh yeah. For his computer and all that. But he needed people to send money to PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo right away because he wouldn't get his YouTube check until the 21st of the month, and that would be too late.
He doesn't get his
At-
YouTube check till the 21st of the month, so he wanted other avenues to be used
Mhm.
when donating to help support his channel and get him this lovely new computer, sound system, and everything. Oh yeah, it gets better. Again, this is all information being fed to us through various people that aren't real happy with Mr. Dago for whatever reason. Not sure, but it happened, right after we did a show about him. I think it brought some attention to him, some negative attention that was much needed. We exposed him for what he is. Some people didn't like being associated with that type of person. Perhaps, in my opinion. And maybe that's why they're reaching out to us. I don't know. I can assure you the sheriff could give a damn, though, about what old Dago is going through on his YouTube channel.
No.
That's that.
That's that.
Getting over till the Lady Liberty sings.
And that's the way we like to keep it, Mrs. Kelly, drama free, and we will do our best
I
to
mean-
do that.
He likes to keep it drama free.
What's
This
it
guy
mean?
likes his channel to be drama free. I challenge each and every one of you, just go watch one of his shows. Don't like and subscribe unless you want to, of course. But Don't do it by accident. This guy, if you think and watching the first 10, 15 minutes after he gets through naming off everybody that comes in so that they can hear him say his name so they can freaking scratch him some money. If you think that show is full of no drama, woo!
Yeah, snake oil salesman. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Not only for yourselves, but not only for us, but for you guys. I don't want you guys having to deal with that. You don't deserve that. And that's what I'm trying to do, Sherry, is I'm trying to make it easy in a sense. Okay. If there's any more, it won't be easy. That's all I'm saying. So that's it. That's it.
Was that a threat? Was that a threat, Dago? Are you threatening people like me for challenging what you say? Is that a threat? Do I need to report you to YouTube for making a threat? Wouldn't waste my time on something petty like that. That's Bush League. I build cases. That's what I do.
So like I said, we're going to be the bigger people. We're going to, that's it.
Aww.
Washed.
Oh, him and Mama Bear. They're going to be the bigger people.
For the 50th time. That's it.
Okay. We are adults, folks. We need to act like adults, and we can do that. I get it, and I appreciate all the support and everything else, but at this point, it's done. I'm letting it go. If it starts again, that's a different story. Ragtop, good to see you.
How many times is he going to say this? See, you keep saying over, but that's it. Not over.
And I don't play the whole I'll get you back thing. I'm not a vengeful person, folks. I don't believe in that. It doesn't make anything. You know, my mother taught me right. And she taught me a long time ago, you know, vengeance is better left cold. And that's that. End of story. So.
Do you have a reason to have any vengeance toward anyone, Dago? Just asking for a friend.
I'll leave it as it is.
Again, he's not going to talk about it anymore, right? This man's a walking contradiction.
Karma's real. I truly believe in all about it. All about karma, guys. It may not come when we want it to, and it may not perform the way we want it to at that point in time, but it is real, and it does come back and do what it needs to do when it does it. And I wholeheartedly believe that. So
that's right. Karma is real. It does come back and get you one day, Mr. Dago. Famous last words, perhaps? I don't know. We'll just have to see. How long before that old karma train rolls up those tracks right to you?
that's it. Yeah, there's no need for that kind of stuff. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't change people. It just makes people, it hurts people. Things like that hurt people. And then there are people that aren't like me that are all about vengeance, and they want to go back and hurt people in turn. It's a good thing I'm not that kind of type of person. Otherwise, it could be a bad thing, and I don't want it to be that way.
Really? Who would be scared of him? Just asking. I wonder if his feet are even touching the ground sitting in that chair.
way. So, Steve W., welcome. Let me see the email. Let me check real quick. We'll get caught up and rolling.
Oh boy. Pay attention here, everyone. He's reading something that I just posted. You could hear a pin drop. He goes over a minute without saying a word. Watch him. This is pretty comical. And I'll let your imagination run with this one.
You should answer that call.
I'm not going to answer that call. Do, 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 do. This is during his show, during his live. I got a head shake there from him.
He was freaking out.
What happened to the sound there, Kelly?
It's not on my end. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have any sound.
If that DNA gets thrown out,
In that clip.
you
Oh my goodness, people. All right. We're going to take a minute break. I'm going to
Yeah, these
stretch. I got to go use the restroom real quick. And don't go away because it gets really good right here.
These people are unreal. FaceTime Lana? Why would we want to FaceTime Lana? Ugh. You know, this T-Rev gang can just go back to your corners, okay? You can't defend yourselves and your lies. So just take them back over there. What do you guys think Hollis wants to say to Detective John? Yeah, face planter. I like that, Marianne. I like that a lot. Yeah, I'll tell him when he gets back, Mindy. He's very hard to interrupt, you know. Sometimes he gets mad at me. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, we love Aunt Lala. We love Checkmate Humanity. All these channels that are joining in and bringing the truth to power. That's YouTube won't do nothing about it. So it's time for someone to hold them all accountable.
Oh, YouTube's doing stuff about it. I've been on some stuff, remember? We have 2 that have gone bye-bye.
Yeah. R3D, I don't care. Except those are pretty strong allegations. And I think that until, you know, the truth comes out, I'll wait and see. I I said allegedly. I don't know nothing. Don't care. But I do care about special needs kids getting taken advantage of.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. There's
All
a
right,
reason
so
why he keeps
let's
saying,
play
that's
this
it,
real-
that's it, that's it. I quit, I quit, I quit. Please, please, please. I just quit. Please stop.
What's wrong?
That's what Dago's doing. He just
Yeah.
keeps saying, that's it, please. Just stop. You stop, I'll stop. Because he's scared shitless.
What?
There's a lot of truth to what people are saying. Hopefully we'll know soon. Yeah, it's twisted up. Go ahead, John.
All right.
You can no longer.
So this guy is a new creator who's got a pretty extensive rap sheet to his own admission, right? So old Dago is trying to bring credibility to the show, evidently. So he has this guy on. Wow. Wow. That's all I've got to say. Another criminal who knows everything about the criminal justice system, apparently.
Longer use DNA within your case at any point in time. And then,
Right.
you know what? Somebody brought that sheath in after the fact. Unless you could show me body cam footage of you walking to the door, because at that point, if you really do see it from the door as an investigator, you stop right there, you get a camera,
Yep.
and you get a video camera, and you
Yep.
don't even enter the room until that's on camera.
And you know this how? I mean, with your extensive training, you know how this works, right? Hey, dumbass. That's not how it works. So your first responders got there and they saw that this was a pretty morbid crime scene. And the first thing that first responders trained to do when it's obvious that no one's alive is you protect the integrity of the crime scene. So detectives don't have body cams. No matter how you want to spin it or how you want it, the crime scene was closed down immediately, and it took a few hours to get everybody there that they needed for this horrendous crime that this small town has never seen the likes of ever. Rightfully so. They asked for mutual aid. The Idaho State Police came and helped. That stuff takes time. They started canvassing immediately. But this guy, what's his name? AR or something? What a piece of work. But he's admitted that he's a 38-time convicted criminal. So he says it. So he's turned over a new leaf. Now old Dago's giving him a platform, and we can all learn so much from this man. I mean, he knows it. He knows everything there is to know.
I agree. I agree with you.
Dago agrees with everything he says.
Right.
And then it
Yeah.
gets dismissed because they find all the false accusations and all the things he did. Well, now we got to fast forward to the other people involved in this that are all surrounding the investigation, have all had issues of the home, taking a photograph of an ID when they're issuing a warning for a noise complaint.
Oh, that's so nefarious. It's so nefarious that when an officer uses technology today because he responds to a noise complaint, and rather than having to write down the information at the scene, goes back to his car because he simply took his camera and snapped a photo, which I've done and would have done many times. Snapped a photo, went into Siege's in his car, whatever they use over there, and put the call in the system that was his contact. Cleared the call, go back 10-8 in service, end of story. Rather than stand out there, get all the information, write it down, waste time, get back in service, snap a photo, get in the car, put it in the system, and go back in service. Or if you can't go back in service because it's not a pressing call and you have pressing calls, you got that photo on your phone so you can go back to it later and you can put the details in the call. That's how it works. But no, this cop that responded there is some kind of a pervert. Something crazy going on here. He had no business taking a photo of her ID. Yeah, he did, and he can. And he will. And they will. Unbelievable. But this little convicted felon wants you to believe differently.
Guys, I deal with the police. Still to this day, I still have to get checked all the time. They've never once taken a picture of my.
I still to this day have to get checked all the time. That means what? He's on paper. He's on probation or parole or both. This guy brings so much credibility to the show. These are the type of people on this show. It's literally like the Jerry Springer show. I swear, that is what it's like.
ID, not one time.
Absolutely, the police.
Thank you. And you're telling me they wouldn't know how to get in and out? They wouldn't know how many players are in the house? They wouldn't
Right.
know who's normally there, not there? They come bust up parties all the time. They know
Absolutely.
the action of the house.
I'm not even going to reply to that.
They really do.
Very much so.
About little basic things. I mean,
You know,
So-
but also, you know, you've got a quadruple homicide.
Now, I don't know if she's Brit. I don't know if she's from Australia. I don't know where she's from. Not here. Another foreigner discussing a case in America. Like she knows what she's talking about. DAGO just gives a platform to just about anybody, I think.
That you have never had before, and you get a call at midday. It's actually reported at 11:56. So you get this call. They pronounce dead at 12:02. How does that happen for a start? And the homicide detectives don't get there till 4 o'clock, and the coroner doesn't get there till 5:30.
So what does that have to do with anything? Oh, wait. They must have been, during those few hours, they must have been framing Kohlberger. That's right. That's what she's saying or alluding to.
So another question for me is what happens from midday till 4 o'clock until the homicide detectives got there?
you've got a lot of
They were canvassing the area. They were waiting on mutual aid to come help them, creating a perimeter, trying to figure out if anybody saw anything. That's what this small department of officers was doing. Nelly. But you could have done a better job, right? You should have been in charge. Hell, we'd have had this guy in mere minutes had you been there. Right, Nellie?
Little peon officers trampling your crime scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, little peon officers trampling your crime scene. And you know this how?
That's what you had.
And that's after Dylan and Bethany summoned friends over before they even got there.
I just
This
can't.
is real.
That's the gist of that I got. You know, if somebody came and got my wife or my daughter, and I'm sitting there wrestling in my brain as to what happened, and I had this gut feeling that I'm looking right at somebody and you cleared them, I'm going to go right at that person myself and do my own interrogation.
You are.
Because we interrogate witnesses. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because he can, I guess.
Right.
You know, I mean, it just is
Say
what
it.
it is. You're gonna have to arrest me because you took my own. Well, I'm coming to talk to you, and I'm sure the victim's father, in some manner. I know they said he had a private investigator, and you know, just recently he made the statement. It's the only one that really resonated to me. Is everybody in surrounding this needs to be prepared to be drugged through the mud? That
Mhm.
tells me something. There's something to that.
Yep.
He didn't directly name who it is, but I guarantee you that person knows who it is.
Hmm.
And he basically
You know,
let up that he was going that him and his family could be drugged through the mud too. Okay.
Yeah, and and it's starting to come out where some of the family members have had their own legal issues. So,
Name them. Name the legal issues. Such nefarious issues they're having. I mean, criminal issues, right? Is that what you're saying? This guy's unbelievable.
and some of them for pretty bad legal issues. And I'm not gonna hold anything against those people. They're doing their time just like I had to go do mine. So I get it. I understand it.
Listen,
And I'm not gonna put down on them. I hope they can find, a way to change their life for the better. But I just hope people that are surrounding the case that want to speak negatively about a lot of things, say conspiracy or can't be real or can't be right, you better take a step back because there's going to be some big, amazing things that are going to still come out in this. I mean, there's no reason why now all of a sudden we're at a 1 month, setback in the court hearing because somebody.
he must have been in one of T-Rev's spirit box sessions. You think? Or he's got one of those, he's got a crystal ball. It's just like
He sounds like he's still stuck in the box. Let him out. He's still
Sick.
stuck.
That doesn't
Yeah.
happen. That does not happen. I've been to court so many times. I
I
have
gotta get up and
38
stretch. Okay,
convictions.
I'm listening.
I've been to court so many times. I've got 38 convictions, he just says. 38. This guy's got 38 convictions. And he's on a YouTube channel providing credibility. Oh, yeah. I can't make this up.
You don't think I've been to court so many times? I mean, it's like they don't give a month break because you're not feeling well. I'm sorry.
Hey, dumbass. Once again, if they have to reschedule, they have a docket. They have a docket. They have to reschedule a hearing because someone was sick. They just can't say, okay, we'll do it tomorrow when you feel better or the next day when you feel better. They have a schedule to keep. That's how it works. For real.
Show up for court, get this court date hearing going. This is taxpayer money. We got to get moving on this, and so there's something behind the scenes going on that who knows what it is. But I'm just going to throw it out there. In my own opinion, another arrest is coming within the next couple of months.
That's
Another arrest is coming within the next couple of months. Yeah. Okay. Can you elaborate a little bit? Who?
what I was feeling too. That was my thought as well.
Dago's agreeing with them. They even sound alike.
So
I think it's at least one. At least one. I think it's more than one.
I wonder if it's his eldest son that's in prison for raping a 12-year-old little girl. That he just basically said the other day. What did he say exactly? Basically, he alluded to the fact that his son was railroaded and they didn't have anything on him. Oh, yeah. Says it in the show. His 33-year-old son, I believe it was, that, is in prison for raping a 12-year-old little girl, was basically convicted without any evidence. He was scared into taking this deal, plea, whatever it was. Don't want to quote exactly what he said, but it's in the show. Oh, yeah. He victimizes the victim. Wait a second. I'm getting tired. That came out wrong. He victimizes his rapist son and shames the victim, basically, is what he's doing. Doesn't believe the 12-year-old little girl. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. And this guy's still allowed to have a show, allowed to talk after he says some nonsense like that, and people support him. Pretty pathetic.
One, but I know one is coming. Well, I shouldn't say I know. I feel one is coming.
Right. That's my. I feel something big is coming soon.
Yeah.
You know,
Very good point.
very good point. I'll tell you now, okay, I am 51 and I stayed away from drugs my whole life. I like a glass of wine, I like a beer. I did try doobies, they made me sick. I went to live in Antigua for a while and I could not believe what I saw around me. I saw people putting their kids to bed in a party house while they did Coca-Cola everywhere. And you know, like, oh my God, I've been so naive all my life.
They did Coca-Cola everywhere? They were snorting Coca-Cola. That's what she said. You heard it. They did Coca-Cola everywhere.
And you know, it's like I feel that people watching the Moscow, Idaho 4 case are looking at these gorgeous people, these gorgeous young girls. And I realize now that when I was 24, 25, I'd go out on, like business drinks after work. They were all doing it in the bloody toilets. And I didn't realize I was a country bumpkin. I'm not judging. I like to think I'm a bit rock and roll myself. But so many people are like, there's no way these kids were doing this. There's no way these kids are doing this. Let me tell you, as I'm sitting here now, once upon a time, I thought, there's no way all these people are doing this stuff everywhere. It is everywhere. And it makes me so upset. You know, when I hear Steve Gonsalves saying, there's no way there's drugs involved. That's Hollywood. It's not bloody Hollywood.
Hey, probably because that's his daughter that these lies are being spread about. You know, the one that just landed a great job in Texas, the one that's got a great head on her shoulders, the one that has a very close relationship with her mother and father and her siblings. Perhaps he knows his daughter better than you do, Nellie. So are you implying because he says that there's no way that his daughter's involved with drugs that he's lying? Is that what you're saying, Nellie? This is the kind of stuff right here, people. Makes me very upset.
When it's in your local pub, in the local toilets, you know, it's everywhere. And I wish people would get real. I really do. It's absolutely everywhere.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
I would love to know your thought. I came up with this thing.
Oh, this is good. So this guy he's about to bring onto the show, more credibility. So he listens to this guy, but I believe just previously he sends this message in chat, and wait till you read it. And this guy actually decides that he's going to have this guy as part of his show. Oh, you're going to love this one. It's almost over, guys, as far as this video, and then we'll go on to some other stuff here.
Only because I was investigating something else. So I don't know if it's ridiculous or okay, but I think I mentioned it earlier that, you know, there's this period between 3:38 and 7 in the morning, okay, that there's never a police officer. So what if, this is spitballing, but what if Dylan and Beth.
What does she call it, Kelly? Spitballing. What if, and this is spitballing.
Spitballing. Harsh says that too.
Oh,
But split the room.
Oh.
Big joke to them.
Called the police around 4:30 in the morning, hearing noises, and nobody responded.
I mean,
oh, so here we go. So she's saying that what if, and she's alluding to the fact that because we get calls there all the time, that the police aren't going to come. It's kind of like the crying, the boy who cried wolf scenario. That's what she's implying here. But what she's failing to realize how stupid she is. Hey, guess who's not calling from that house 911 or filing complaints from that house? It's not happening from that house. It may be happening about that house. She's saying that if Bethany or someone called 911, that the police just ignored it. That's what she's saying.
that is a very good thought, Nelly.
That is a very good thought, Nelly. It makes total sense, is what he says.
A lot of sense, but I think if that were the case, it probably would have been somewhere in the PCA that they tried to contact police.
Yeah, but do the cops want to admit?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
My point is what if this?
Does he watch? Is he? I hope, Dago, I hope you're watching and you realize how stupid you actually look. Honestly. Do you realize how stupid your show is? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what he realizes or how he feels. The only thing that matters is that cha-ching that he gets.
Money.
You want to see a great manipulator? I've said it before. That guy right there. He's a wasted talent. He really is. He'd make a good salesman. I don't know what. He could sell ice to an Eskimo.
This house is known as a noise complaint house, and Dylan or Bethany called at about 4:30 in the morning, and I can't find any police logs at that time. It's almost like they all clock off. What if they called the police and no one responded, and now there's this big cover up because the police fucked up?
Or they probably called back and did you come in when there was a hang up? Or, oh, it's just, that was, an accident or something. They could have used that, But me personally, I think there was a call from Bethany somewhere around 2 and from a neighbor's around 3:01.
I forget this cat's name. What's his name, Kelly? The one that's talking now? Another non-American, by the way.
Come on, Chad, help me out.
Dago can't find enough stupid Americans
I
to
know
come
his
onto his
name.
panel.
So stupid. I know his name.
So he's got to go across the pond to find people.
Someone mentioned Jerry Springer in chat. Now that's all I got in my head. No.
What happened with sound again?
Where is?
Are you hearing it? Because for some reason I'm not hearing it.
No. That's weird. Right after this.
I have some info
There we go.
about inmates.
Conan O'Brien.
Oh, here we go. So this guy.
Oh,
so this guy that's talking right now, right? Rollo Mota.
He was just on the screen, but this is later
He
on.
was just on, and we lost the sound. But read this. This guy actually posted in chat, and Dago decides he's going to have this guy be part of his show. So what does this say? It says, Dago, I have some info about inmates serving life without being secretly taken to the secret space program as slaves to extract off planet materials. I sent you an email.
Minerals, planet minerals.
Dago actually took this
Slaves
and posted it on his chat. I'm going to read it again because I can't even. Dago, I have some info about inmates serving life without being secretly taken to the secret space program as slaves to extract off the planet minerals. I sent you an email.
I watched Dago's reaction. I had some fun with it.
I can't make this shit up, people.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Dago even has a reaction to it. Yet he has him on panel, and I agree with you. Listen to this.
Life without being secretly taken to the secret. What? Without being secretly taken to the secret space program as slaves to extract off planet minerals. What the hell? Where did that even come from? I've never heard that before. I'll read it. I will read it. No worries, bro. I read it all.
Is it satire? What is this?
All right. So that concludes the video portion of the program. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kelly, for all your hard work helping me put this together. And Patty, let's not forget Patty. Patty's
Patty, thank
mod.
you.
She has helped tremendously as well. So these two ladies deserve a round of applause. Thank you very much.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you for entertaining us.
Lavender Girls has to watch all these before I do. She sends them to me with timestamps and stuff, but oh my Lord, it's a lot. Having to watch these people. But thanks for the content. They just keep going. Why? Oh, Lordy. I know.
Oh yeah, good stuff, people.
Me too, Truth. My gut hurts from laughing so hard. My cheeks.
Hey, we've got over 200 people in chat. Let's hit that. Please reach down there and hit that like and subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button and get the algorithm out there, because you know this show is so damn good. It needs to be out there. This is a lot of fun for me, everybody.
So,
This
John,
isn't my
apparently,
life. This is
No.
fun. I have fun with my team. We laugh our butts off at this stuff all day
all
long.
day.
It's
all
straight
day.
up comedy. It's a lot of work. Kelly's put a lot of work into
Oh,
this.
man.
Patty's put a lot of work
It's
into
worth
this.
it. It's worth it.
But it's definitely worth it. Do y'all want to do some call-ins? Hit me in chat. Let me know. We'll open up the phone line.
You either have an email or a voicemail or both from Hollis. You should check that first. She's glutton for
Oh.
punishment.
She's
Ay,
nuttier
ay,
than
ay.
a
The stuff, I mean, the stuff she was saying to you was unbelievably horrible. Like, not just you're felon and all this crazy made up shit, but she
Yeah.
was going all in. She was calling you a
Yeah.
pedo and all this
She
horrible
yeah,
shit.
everyone.
And that
You
girl,
know, I was a
she doesn't deserve.
pedophile. I beat my wife. Then you know I haven't. When my ex-wife gets on the show, she's pretty upset about that. You know,
John
all
had a
this,
big
all these
badge.
lies. My kids. You know, my son's sitting next to me. I beat my kids. Oh yeah, there's some pretty litigious stuff that's coming down. That when I
Ugly.
find you, oh yeah, when that process server finds you, it's gonna be good.
Only a
Nothing on
matter
my
of
voicemail.
time.
There is a voicemail, but it's like
Now that you got Hollis's number, you can get her served.
Nothing there. Oh yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So I just worry about paying that 50 grand you said you were going to pay, Hollis. That's all.
Sorry, I don't mean to be coughing on the mic.
Sure would help a brother out.
Giovanna.
So what do you guys,
JLR,
think? We've been going for a while now. What time is it?
12.
That's 3 hours. Went a little bit longer than I wanted to go. Karen says
Giovanna.
speechless. Let's read some of these. Let's
Yeah.
read some of these chats.
Yeah. Giovanna De Stefano says, JLR channel Hollis degrading the chatter. She must have went over to JLR's channel.
What happened?
She's got to be drunk. I'm sorry. I allegedly, I'm not accusing anybody of anything.
I can't understand what you're saying because you were laughing
It's
so
too-
hard. What?
It's too much to make up.
What did Giovanna say?
Hollis is degrading the chatters in JLR's channel.
So she's attacking people on JLR's channel?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. That is a straight up tool. And you know who can thank you know who old T-Rev can thank for his demise?
It's Hollis.
Oh, Hollis.
Yep. She kind of spilled her
You're
mouth
welcome.
a little too much.
Open Eye says no, John. No, John to what? Let's see. Open Eye. Hello. At West.
Katie Padilla. Detective John is a handsome dude. We need some blonde surf John photos. He was a surf boy, surf rat. What do you call it?
Oh yeah, if you saw some old photos, I have to break some out. But I was a straight up towhead. My hair was almost white.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
No.
You know, so I still love to surf whenever I can. I've got some
you
good
tick-
memories of my childhood around here. Daytona Beach is a great place to live, and I'm just a couple miles from the beach. We go out in the boat to what's called Ponce Inlet, and we hang out at a place called Disappearing Island. I get to jump out and swim with dolphins like they're in my backyard. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great place to live. I'm very blessed to be here, to still be alive. Actually, I had a stroke back in December, and I'm very, very fortunate to be here. People are going to ask questions. They don't really know why. I was just under a lot of stress with work. I own my own business, and logistics wise, couldn't get materials, and had to take a long drive and get them. And I was coming back at home. I was just stressed out and had a headache in the back of my head. I don't ever get headaches, ever. Probably count on one hand how many headaches I've had. I tried to go to sleep, couldn't sleep, and then spun over on my side, and my whole side went numb, and then I blacked out. And I was in the hospital for 11 days, and they don't know. My blood pressure was 118/78 earlier that week. I take it all the time when I'm in Publix. And it went up to 226 over. Yeah, it was like 226/178 or something. It's crazy.
Did one of your eyes get larger and one smaller? Does
No.
anybody remember that? That's
Did
what happens
mine?
when Tony's about to stroke. One eye gets real bulged out and one gets real tiny. That's how
No.
I know he's having a
No,
stroke.
I didn't have any of that happen. I just had the headache, and I was able to get to the ED in time because Rita actually works on the cardiac floor that's in the hospital, and she knew I was having a stroke, and she got me there in time. We didn't wait for an ambulance. We just, she just threw me in the truck and called the ED. They pulled me out of the truck and threw me on a gurney and said, "Hey, John, we got seconds, not minutes. We can push this anti-clot medicine." And that's what they did, and it saved my life. So thank God I'm here. Or that, that karma train that old Dago says is going to get me.
I got when
So
Tony
enough about me. So let's read some of the chat. If somebody's got some questions they want to ask about
did
the
you have the
case.
phone lines? Did you have the phone lines open? Someone's asking.
I didn't open them. Do they want me to open them?
Yeah, they were asking for the phone number.
I'll open them for a little bit, everyone. I mean, we're running a little late, so let's open them up. We're gonna run. We'll scroll the number across the bottom. It's 386-287-1997. That's 386-287-1997. So we'll field some calls, and I'll let you know when they get opened up here in a second. 386-287-1997. Are they open yet? They're not open yet. So wait a second. Now, we'll tell you if anybody gets on here and says anything abusive, you'll get hit with the click real quick.
That's what I kind of think Hollis is trying to do.
Have another beer.
Yeah, exactly. Go back to your gang.
Ball Piscaxel.
Like ball pencil something.
That's what the name is that keeps calling me. Now, you think I'm going to interrupt my show and take a damn phone call? Leave a message.
They left 2 voice messages, but it was just breathing like.
Teresa, I am tired. Thank you for noticing. I've been going since 5:30.
Yeah. I'm really puffed out.
All right. Phone lines are open. We had a problem with them not working before, so I don't know. Anyway, it's J Lord. Hey, J Lord. I'm sorry I'm not catching chat, guys. I'm gonna get better at this. You know, I just get off on these damn tangents.
How can
No,
you
I don't
not?
pay attention to chat. I wish that they would move chat over. It's way over here. I want it over here. I don't think there's a way to do that though.
We'll just open up
There is. Tanner
a
said there is.
YouTube. Open up a YouTube chat. Pop out your chat. Put it side by side. That's what I do.
So it's BALPINCZEHELY. Good Lord. What kind of name is that?
They called like 20 times.
Let's see.
Maybe that's Hollis. Maybe she's
Well, they got a
bowling.
number they can call in. They can call into the show. Call into the show.
Oh, they're not calling the show.
No, they're calling my personal phone, which they got from you know who, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That tells you right there who sent her. It's so stupid. I'm so glad my kids are so much smarter than these people.
Biology, don't worry about Hollis. I don't care about that woman.
I'm worried
She can
about
go
her
pound
one
sand.
bit. She is a nut. And that ain't just speculation. She's proved it.
Well, I remember once T-Rev took a call during a live. It was from Giselia at Grizzly True Crime. Giselle called the show. He had to let his audience know he was taking her call. So stupid.
What happened?
I don't know. Let's
Oh, I
see.
remember once T-Rev.
If I ever call again, I can't be watching the show at the same time. Truth exposed. Yeah. Well, guys.
Yeah, you look tired, John.
I'm straight up whooped. But I want somebody I want all of you to understand something here. What we're doing is I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm making a point. And I've said this from the beginning. My point is, why can they do these things and say these things and allege these things and make fun of people and call cops names and, you know, attorneys names and everybody involved with this case, if they don't follow their narrative, is called some kind of a name. But I can't call the creators that spew this garbage names. I can't make fun of them. A bit hypocritical, don't you think? Now, is my show going to be about this kind of stuff? No. No.
I really want to do other stuff too. But this is important.
We've got a lot of stuff planned. Some really cool stuff that I haven't let out of the bag yet. But it's going to require actual thought. It's going to require my team and me working together to create great content. I've got somebody that's been in biology her whole life. She's taught at colleges. She's going to talk about biological stuff, DNA. She's a very versed, very smart lady. We're not ready for that yet, but we're going to have an entire show on it. I'm not a DNA expert. Never said I was. I know what DNA can do, though. I've watched many techs collect DNA. I know enough, but I'm not an expert. So I'm not going to opine on it. I'm not going to lead you to believe that I'm something that I'm not. I've got a judge that I'm trying to get to come on the show. Now, they're a little weird about that, but he's a good friend of mine. Used to actually knock on his door to get some search warrants done. He's retired now. Got a couple FBI agents that I've worked cases with. That one is a professor at a major university now. He teaches Homeland Security. Very, very, very intuitive people. They're going to bring credibility to this show. I'm not going to have some 38-time convicted felon on my show talking about everything that they know about a quadruple red rumming and the investigative techniques that were done wrong by the police coming from that same person. So right now, bear with us. We're having fun. We're making waves. I can promise you that. Kelly, are we making waves or what?
And having fun.
We're making waves.
Gotta have fun. I mean, it's silly to be angry all the time, but it's really hard to get through some of these videos and not get angry.
Hey, Harsh, Dago, Lana, T-Rev. Better to be pissed off than pissed on.
In the words of my daddy.
So think about that next time you start spewing your garbage. Lana, next time you dox someone, oh, you're going to pay for that one. You're going to pay for that one. Little birdie told me. I didn't want to say the lady's name because you said it. So I don't need to say it. You're going to pay for that one. I'd be more worried about the personal situation going on with the little fella in my life right now rather than doing a damn show. That's just me.
We're doing good
So
stuff.
I want to say thank you to some of these people in chat that have been with me from the very beginning.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys are all awesome.
Truth
Keep me
Exposed, Texas Ranger, Frankie, Crime Spies, Lavender
you Bella.
Girls, J Lord, Salted Crew, Teresa, No Lies, Kelly D. That's
Giovanna.
you. Giovanna. Hey, Giovanna. You know who we're missing? Ecto. Where's Ecto been?
I haven't seen him the last couple. I've been wondering.
Ecto, where you at, man? I miss you.
I wonder if he's out gallivanting on adventures. Ghostbusters.
There's so many. I mean, I can't even scroll through.
I know. The 80s kid.
There's so many
Texas
people in here
Ranger,
right now. It's amazing.
all of you. Bella Italia. Crime
Bella
Spies.
Italia, the 80s kid, the 80s kid.
Willow,
Willow.
we go back and we watch the live again because we missed so much. But you better believe we're watching, rewatching, enjoying you guys again.
Hey, and you know what? If you guys haven't noticed, when you send an after chat, I don't know if you noticed, but I try to respond to everyone.
Yeah.
I take the time at night or in between jobs, and I try to respond to everyone that I can. Fortunately, I can type fast, so it's not a big deal. But I care about each and every one of you being here and love the support. I'm not going to patronize you and tell you I love you because I don't. I like you. I like what you're saying. I like your support, but I don't love you. Sorry. I don't throw that word around loosely like DAGO does.
Feeling it
He
is
loves
a lot better
everybody.
than saying it.
What's that?
Feeling it is a lot better than saying it or hearing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Mindy, Willow, Bella, Alexandra, Katie, Rogerland, Truth of Spo. Let's see.
Thank you, J
Small
Lord.
Town Girl, Lucy Sky. Oh man, there's so many. Wow.
There's a lot of
Thank
great
you,
people here.
everyone.
Yeah.
So here's what we need to do. We're getting close to 1,000. And once you get to 1,000, you can start getting commercials attached to your show. And it helps push the algorithm out there. So a lot of people will start, if they go on and they search true crime, the show will pop up and it'll bring more people to the show. So I know this sounds kind of cheesy, but if your husband or your wife or your better half or, your children that support what you do and like the fact that you can sit for 3.5 hours and enjoy this time with me and the team, if they want to help support what you like, have them log in, go to Crime Analysis 101 with Detective John and just click subscribe. Only takes a second and it's free. And while they're at it, go into a few of those videos and click like. It really will help the show out.
Yeah.
We need to get out there. I mean, we've done this and what I think and what everybody's telling me, I've got a good friend that's in this. I mean, we're doing it very fast. I mean, we've already got almost 1,000 and just over a month now. And I've only done, I don't know, 5 or 6 shows now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, everyone. And I don't do a show every day like some of these people, but I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna start doing more shows. And but I feel like content quality is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And if you think that I get on here, to get on some high horse and rant, you're wrong. I'm taking what these people say and we're making them look like the idiots they are, because it's truly a bunch of idiots. And you're even more of an idiot for supporting them. I'm sorry. I'm just being true. Anyone that goes to one of these shows and listens to some of the things that we show you and still supports them financially, I don't know what to tell you. I feel bad for you because I don't think your IQs are pushing 60. I mean, are you that lonely that you need to be patronized by some of these people and lied to? You're bouncing up and down, Kelly. I don't know what you're doing. But
it's my
like,
laptop. It's my new laptop stand is bouncing all over the place as I'm typing.
But hey, I want to say this. When this trial happens, old Johnny boy and Kelly and some other people are going to be boots on the ground. You think I'm going to ask the right questions? Do you think I'm going to be afraid to walk up to somebody and ask the right questions? No. And am I going to be an antagonistic pig like some of these other people? No. I'm going to be very humble. I'm going to think about the people in that town and how they feel, what they've gone through, and what some of these trolls like Rory have done to that town. We'll do it the right way. And we're going to have fun doing it. Am I going to wear a wig? Nah. But I might wear a shirt that says something about the firing squad or something. I support the firing squad, or you die of lead poisoning. I don't know. So just know that we're doing this with a big heart, because these people don't have a heart. Like I said before, greed has no conscience. That's where the karma is going to bite you in the ass, people. Get it while you can. I know somebody else that was living high on the hog. Not anymore. His world's about to come crashing down. Oh, yeah. Hey, we got over 100, almost 120 likes. Thank you, everyone. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, likes are hard to come by, so
We only need a few more to hit
a lot of likes.
900 subs, and we will soon eclipse 1,000, and we'll do something special when that happens. So again, if you guys can help me out, help the team out, help the channel out, let's get this new show on the road, get it rolling. I think we're doing very well.
Yeah.
Making some waves. People are seeing and hearing us. So Kelly, any final words?
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. You are so appreciated. Your support means everything. It really does. And the next show, it's going to be a doozy.
Oh yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
We got some stuff in the works.
Yeah. How soon you
And
think, John? Give people an idea.
it'll probably be, you know, I don't want to draw. I don't want to give that up yet.
What's
Could
that?
be soon. Could not be. Could be next week.
Oh, I see.
I don't know.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you
know.
secrets.
It depends on what the investigation yields.
Yeah.
But we have some other things too that I'm wanting to really start tackling. And they're not, you know, they're good things. They're positive things.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I want everyone to do, and I want to give out my email address one more time. It's Detective John 68, just like it says, detective spelled out, John spelled out with an HN, JOHN 68 at gmail.com. And I want you, and I've got a couple already. We just haven't done anything with it yet. I've got a plan, but I want you to tell me your story if it relates to crime, if you've been victimized, family member's been victimized, a child's been victimized, something that's happened to you, and the suspect got off, was freed on a technicality.
Never prosecuted.
Never prosecuted. The case was null prost. I want to know about those things because we're going to talk about them. And you watch, somebody will try to copy it, but you heard it here first. I said this a month ago too, that I want to do this. So send me your story and I'm going to vet you. So don't think that I'm going to allow you just to come on here on the show and talk about something that's not true. I will vet you. I won't be made a fool of. So I'll need to have some kind of supporting evidence, you know, a police report, a newspaper clipping, new, video, something that I can go on and I can follow up with. So please send me that stuff. I've got a licensed psychiatrist that will be a part of the show, that I'll have on the show, that can actually talk you through some things if you need it. If it's hard for you to talk about the situation, I want to try to help you, because it's always good to talk. And you know what you'll get? You'll get one hell of a support network. And it doesn't have to be the fact that you were a victim and the perpetrator got off. Just a victim, period. Tell us your story. I'm going to give you the platform to talk about it. That's what this show is going to be all about. We're going to right some wrongs. We got a lot more wrongs to right. I've learned of several more here recently, that some creators, YouTube seems to be a platform to commit fraud. And I know that they know this, and I know that they're working on it. But there's a lot of people to police. But I can tell you this much. You commit fraud and I find out about it, I'm going to reach out to whoever I need to reach out to, and I can communicate with law enforcement. Done it for years. And I'll TOT my information. Kelly, you got to stop that computer from bouncing.
I took it off. I took the laptop stand off. That's
It's
why
like,
I'm laughing.
what the hell
I'm
are you
sorry.
doing?
That's why I'm laughing over here. I'm like, oh my God, it looks so stupid.
My eyes are going. I'm like bouncing with you. I feel like I'm on a doom
I don't
buggy
know
or something.
who would make a laptop
Are you all seeing
stand
that?
that
What happened to
bounces.
chat?
Yeah, they were telling me I was having an earthquake. And then if it would bounce a lot, it was a tsunami.
But anyway, guys,
Ay.
we've got a lot of cool stuff planned. But I feel like, and I'm obligated to address these liars that spew this garbage. You know what? For the families of these victims, for the victims. Because no one's speaking for them. No one. No one is speaking for these victims and their families. No one's speaking against people like DAGO and Rory and Harsh and LANA. Well, LANA's got a couple people speaking out against her. That's some good stuff.
Juicy.
But you know what? I'm hoping to change that. Don't be afraid. Come to me with your comments. I'll post it for everybody to see. Now, I'm not going to post lies. I'm not going to post, vindictive things. But I'll post opinions all day long. You know why? Because I can.
I can.
So on that, we're running on 3.5 hours, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know what's holding me up right now, but it was a lot of fun. It's fun laughing at these idiots, isn't it?
I'm so tired. I'm giddy.
You can laugh with us.
Yeah.
About them.
Let it out. God, it feels so good. Right from the
And
gut.
I don't have to tell you, it's a lovely day, and you look beautiful.
You get that ache in your side because you're laughing so hard.
You just
that
laugh.
tears start rolling. That's the release, man. That's great.
You can put your head on your pillow and know that you participated in something good tonight.
Yeah.
Not that you were on one of these other sleuth shows talking trash about dead people,
Exactly.
hurting the feelings of their relatives and friends and family. You took part in something good tonight.
Yeah.
You shared your thoughts, and I appreciate it. So, on that note, Tanner, come in here. This is my boy,
Thank you,
my
Tanner.
superstar. Hold on. No, you're not in there.
Oh my
The
God.
camera. It's so
Hello.
funny. Hey, Tanner, you look good, honey. You look good.
That's my
We're all-
monster. He's 15. He's like 6 foot something now already. He's freaking taller than me already.
Yeah.
Killing me.
He gives up his time with his friends and stuff to be here, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, well, his dad
You'll
takes
get better,
care of him.
Dad. You'll
His
get
dad
better.
takes care of him.
He's like, come on, Dad, learn this stuff already.
No, I
he's
just
so
feel better
smart.
with these. Hey, when something
Yeah.
crashes, I want him
He's
here
there.
next to me because, like, what happened tonight? I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, "Bah, da, 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 da." I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yep.
I'll
He's
figure it
awesome.
out. But
He is. He's a good kid.
all of our shows won't be this
Smart.
technical either. You know,
Yeah.
I could get on and just start talking like everybody else and be done with it. All right, y'all. Have a great night. I'm glad you got to see me. Glad I got to see you. You look lovely. You're beautiful. We're going to have a wonderful day. Hope that worked for you. I like you. I don't love you. Have a great night, Kelly. Thank you for your help. Mods, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay
Diane, Mindy,
on
Patty.
Streamline or StreamYard for after the show so we can have our after show meeting.
Yep.
And we'll talk about the next show. All right, y'all. I like you.
I love you. I can say that.
Bye.
Bye.